All right, let's do this again.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I would blow his fucking brains out because IRL fights are fucking retarded. Oh, come on, really? No, I'm saying I would take a shotgun right to his fucking head and blow his brains right out of his goddamn head.
Again, like, that's who your champion is? Some unhinged psychopath like that? Who, again, I just want to remind everybody, fucked his sister. He's a sister. He does cyber sex with Lady Fuzztail, who's a furry, where they do age play.
Now he's going into all the deep lore. All the verified rumors that you can see on Kiwi Farms. It's all bullshit.
John, like, whoa. Whoa, John.
Like, when I call you a homosexual, PPP, I'm not making that up.
Holy shit, what a fucking disingenuous liar. Like, he thinks his audience is that stupid. He thinks his audience is so stupid that they'll forget it.
Clipping, even if a clip is monetized, it doesn't make a lot of money. It might pay my phone bill. Clipping every day for 2 to 3 That's so sad.
Right, let's get this out there.
Doesn't pay anything. The value had always been in the entertainment. Hence why there's
Hello, Tapper7. What are you mad about? Not mad. Not even mad. This is too funny.
If there's no incentive to it, if you're just scooping in the gutter for pennies, why? Why do it? That's my whole fucking...
Is he mad because of his tiny butthole stream that was clipped? Probably. That's probably going on here too.
What?
By the way, just a reminder, I'm banned from his chat because he can't handle me. He is that triggered by it.
That is correct. He called Ralph out for this, by the way.
Like, you're just retarded, John. It's so sad. It's so sad, John. I don't even know what to say anymore. Pennies.
It is true.
Make it acceptable for other clip channels to do the same thing. Monetizing off other people's shit. Stealing other people's shit to try and line your pocket with pennies. With pennies.
Then DMCA the videos, PPP. Go
Yeah.
ahead and DMCA them.
You can DMC a video if you're upset that someone else is using your content.
If he's upset that his content is being stolen, as he alleges, YouTube has a process for handling that. It's called a DMCA file.
Jumper Jig says it was an inception, a stream within a stream within a stream. Ha 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 ha.
T-Clips' videos. But if I was to DMCA down T-Clips' videos, John would be the very first one to cry about how I'm an evil bastard for DMCAing it down.
There you go.
And T-Clips, if she says the same thing, oh yeah, DMCA them down then if you have a legal claim.
It's almost a
As
debate,
soon as
kinda,
I
I just
do
need 2
that,
devices.
They would cry endlessly. Evil man, evil man.
Well, yeah, it's
How
because your
can he do
audience isn't
this?
smart.
How can he
Like,
enforce
here's
his
the thing.
legal
I'm not
rights
against people
over this
DMCAing
content?
things
Oh
automatically.
my
That's your
God.
shtick.
You know, like, it's just ridiculous. You know, it's like, oh, Brer Fox, please don't throw me into that briar patch. Please don't throw me into that briar patch. I'd be terrible. You know, that's what they're trying to do. Oh, yeah, you'll DMCA it down then if you think
Damn.
you're right. I'm
Damn.
not going to do that. You know? I'm not going to do that, John. You're just a fucking retard.
Ben Noachech says this is some Inception tier. Yes, it is. I've offered PPP multiple times to come on my channel and like hash it out. Multiple times. The offer for him to come on here is still available to him.
Does not get on the case of other people that clip his channels.
One Sperg is much larger than the other.
Well,
Well, I don't know how to take that as an insult or a compliment.
because he's useless and it's a waste
Because
of everybody's time.
a lot of times people will say, oh, you have a weak voice. It's so low and muted. You can't talk over me. And the other hand, oh, you're loud. So it's lose-lose either way.
Because he doesn't understand humor. He doesn't understand anything because he's autistic. There's no point in debating with somebody like him.
PPP says I'm
serious
autistic.
fashion Because he doesn't understand anything.
And seething about him. If he doesn't understand anything.
Once again, like it seems
Everything
as
he
though
says is completely
servers.
What the fuck
but
even is this
servers-
anymore?
it seems as though-
What's the point of
it
it?
seems
The guy
as
can't
though
even
the
come
only
on
one
stream with
saving
me.
Here is you. That's
Yeah, but you
if
The
you
guy's
know
saying
that
I'm
it's
seething,
John
yet
Michael
he's
Couch
doing
for
a
some
stream
strange
a
reason
review
say that
of a stream
we
snipe
have
I did
an
of him.
intellectual debate with John.
Buddy,
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Is the people's champ.
The people's champ. The people's champ. Oh, fuck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because yesterday you're upset. You know. Well, fuck you if you think I should debate John. You know. You're just so upset about the idea.
Yeah, the guy who's really
I don't know,
triggers the
I don't
guy's
know, man.
unwilling
It
to come
seems
on
that you're
stream
the
and
one
debate.
that's upset about it.
Seething about it.
I don't know, man. This guy has gone on to do his stream snipe seething about me. So it is what it is.
Now he's promoting my
Guys
stream. That's
talking
pretty
about
good.
bullying me into suicide. Because it's not worth it. There's no value in it. The guy has no coherent arguments or points. You know, giving him any amount of attention at all is probably a mistake. I probably
But
shouldn't.
you're
even
still
do
doing
You're
it.
probably
This is
right.
like day 2 of this.
The
I
guy
thought you were gonna
wants
do
it to be a
your
big
flexes
deal.
on Twitter,
He wants
on
it to be a
YouTube.
big
Oh wait,
deal.
wait. No, I'm not surprised at all. He's doing this.
There you go.
The 30 years war fight between two modern Spergs on the internet. This isn't gonna last 30 years.
She's fucking losing her mind on me, and I just calmly explained to this fucking dumb cunt. Look at this.
Keep in mind the context here. This guy was mad at groups like Hejas, was mad at T-Clips, and mad at many other people who wanted to see me and PPP do a stream together. Have a debate, hash things out, do a little blood sports, etc. That's what the, PPP is mad about. That was his main gripe. Now he's doing multiple streams dedicated to me instead of just giving the people what they want. Who here is the little bitch?
Doesn't usually work with women, but I'm trying here.
And the guy can't even run OBS correctly. It's amazing.
Calm the fuck down. You go from 0 to 100, having zero problem with me, doing these interviews and shit.
You got half the chat mad at him for just not coming on here, and the other half of the chat are mad at him for wasting his time on this shit.
Yeah? Calm your shit. I make myself laugh. Oh, shit. Just disappointed. So I was glad you were highlighting the flagging of Gino, of which Andy is definitely a flagger.
Hello, Tonica and Sales.
Subs. But then you said the fake stuff about me, and Ralph hates me, Josh hates
Katie Cat asks, what do you want to debate exactly? Very simply, I want him to defend his stance on Joshua Connor Moon. Why is he being Joshua Connor Moon's capo? That's the question I have for him. He can't answer that.
Clips in chat says he's talking about DMs and
Switch to live chat, you got it.
the DMs was before my interview.
Anyway, sorry for calling you Ralph. Yeah, I'd like my apology again, bitch. You know I'm not the exact same as Ethan Ralph. I mean, how can he talk
PPP
about
has janitors clean up his chat?
things that
Yeah.
happened, like,
Yeah,
4
wasn't
months ago?
PPP angry at Ralph for doing that?
The reason I'm pointing out things that happened 4, 5, 6 months ago and things that happened
JMK is the original
is to
Gator.
establish a consistent timeline.
What the hell are these
Acting
people
in
so
this way.
retarded for?
Oh, how could he bring that up?
Join the Phantom Organization server? No, not happening. Katie Cat, thanks for answering me. No issue.
Right, you're right about that, people.
Oh, I'm
You are
worse.
than him.
I'm egotistical. I think How? better than everyone else. How, John?
You're
You know?
drunk, you're gluttonous.
I have a show on YouTube. Would you be able to come on talk about this?
Once again,
I'll consider it, but
total
not sure.
retardation. You're drunk, you drink. Having a
Stretch
drink
says
means you're
JMK
not
just
a real
bans
Christian.
himself.
Having a
I'm not
drink
against
means you're an
banning
evil
people.
person.
It's not like
Yes,
this
I'm
cardinal
fat,
sin that
John,
other
I'm
people have made
fat.
out to be.
Okay, John. And
I thought you also want to discuss the kayfabe of being Christian.
craziness.
That is PPP's
Like
kayfabe,
you're,
yes.
You're living in this fantasy world, John.
Running away from the debate? No, I'm not.
what
I'm
to
challenging
tell
him openly to come on here.
Jesus,
It's always been
when
my
he turned the
proposal for
water
him to
into
come
wine,
here. He's the one running
People
away.
drank of
He
it
can't
until
handle
was
it.
Exhausted. They were getting drunk at the wedding.
John, can you shout out my friend Sargoy? He's a big fan. Shout out to
What do you have
Sargoy.
to say
There you
about
go.
it? Oh, well, no, it was grape juice. I don't know, John. It was wine.
Yeah, that's the thing. Why can't this guy come on stream and have a debate? I don't get it.
You lie for money.
I lie for money?
Yeah, you do.
What are you talking about? Like, where is this huge... Where is the Patreon account that I have? Where is it, John, where I'm bringing in thousands a month? Where is the fucking...
I didn't say we're bringing in thousands a month.
Sponsorships? Where is it, John? You live in an alternate reality. I mean, I've never punched a female police officer, John. I've also never fucked my sister like you did, John.
But dude, you are worse than Ralph. Because Ralph may have gone to jail and paid his debts to society for punching a female officer. You can harp on that forever. And you can lie about me having all kinds of skeevy affairs or whatever. But the reality is, you're the one having sex with Surfer. You're the one who showed your asshole off on stream. You're the one getting drunk and pigging out on stream like a glutton. And you're saying that I'm the one that's a degenerate here?
In the second appearance on Ricada, I challenged him about whether or not lawyers lie, which obviously they do. But I challenged him in a way, of course, that he couldn't say that he lies during cases because it would get him disqualified.
Is he defending his poor performance on Nick Ricada's show?
But again, like,
he got blown out by Nick. There's no doubt about that.
Josh, how? How? Because I'm not making 50 videos a day about Josh?
Not because you're not making 50 videos a day about Josh. You give Josh a blanket pass. You've kissed the
Some
ring.
of the stuff Josh has done? You're wrong. Of course I have issues with Josh where I think he's done wrong. But I'm not just going to say, oh, I'm going to cry about Josh every day because otherwise John Michael Kelly won't like me. No, John, that's not how things work.
I don't want you to like me, PPP. I want you to die. Are you saying they are gay with each other and do butt stuff? Yeah, I am saying that. He is a homosexual.
He showed his dick on the internet. What else did he do?
But look at her go. Like, this is what she thinks of
Solo
herself.
accused to be a gunk guard. I am not a fucking gunk guard for saying PPP is worse than Ralph.
No, you're just delusional, John. You're just.
I'm not delusional for saying that Ralph is better than you because Ralph is actually doing something he wants to do at the end of the day. That's the reality.
Because you are the topic now. You're in the limelight now. You're in the big time, kid. But look what she thinks of herself. But I am not in it. I am basically chat highlighted. She thinks that she's chat personified. This weird fucking complex these people have where they think that they're you, or they're your representative, or they're your voice. You in the chat are each individuals. You're not a collective there. You might be a collective.
JMK, Surfer supports debating you. Yeah, why can't... Yeah, so if Surfer said that, then he's right. I don't know if Surfer actually said that, but yeah, if Surfer said that, that was Surfer's first good point. Just come on stream and hash it out. Done.
What the aggregate is from chat, and make that my worldview.
Yeah, you do. That's why you cut the shit. That's why you let go of Josh.
Chat personified.
No, people.
Spectre defending his fake evidence that he photoshopped. Great job there.
Get that fucking notion out of your head. Because
You gotta love how these people who are terrible always stick to each other when their backs to the wall. Because they don't like me, they'll all align with each other, even if they have a problem with one another all the day, all the livelong day.
You know, but Josh. The reason you have an obsession with Josh is because you.
Yeah, Surfer said a few minutes ago. All right, just checking, because a lot of people like to spread fake bullshit.
The fucking world really is going to read your Kiwi Farms thread, other than autistic people who already know about you in the first place, John. And
I've read my own Kiwi Farms on the stream.
Kiwi Farms thread is a fan page, and mine's evil, and this and this. Like, John.
Yeah, it is a fan page for your PPP.
Like 20 pages long, maybe 30 pages long. Mine's like 150 pages long, John. Way more bad shit is being written about me on Kiwi Farms every day than will ever be written about you, John. Just last week, some guy there tried to find out where I lived, said he was going to contact my church, all this sort of thing.
Surfer actually has been busting PPP balls recently and mocking him for Sperging. Good. Good. Keep your bitch in line, Surfer.
I'm so angry about Josh.
Like,
that just me having Josh on, I think 3 or 4.
If you're gonna be fucking this guy, he may as well have, like, you know, an ounce of testosterone in his body.
Do I come on here every day and defend Josh?
Yes.
From every attack or allegation that's ever been.
You do defend Josh, though. Defending him even a little bit is wrong.
The idea that I cucked to Josh is ridiculous. If anything, Josh cucked to me.
No, he didn't.
Hundreds of dollars.
Josh didn't cuck to you. What are you talking about?
He appeared on my shows, bringing me viewers and attention. After I cost him $2,000 a month.
How did you cost him $2,000 a month? You had nothing to do with that at all.
After I cut promo after promo scathing on him that he was a janitor and this and that.
And you took it all back. It doesn't matter, PPP. You took all of that back. You walked it all back, man.
I think that me and Josh,
we all heard the stream that you and Josh did. You kissed that ring, and Godwinson called you out for it.
Chicken sandwiches on paper plates. We thought it was really funny that Ethan Ralph had a sex tape. And so we dunked on him together.
Yeah, you went ahead and you went with that pedophile degenerate and did a stream together to dunk on somebody else.
Because it was funny. You don't understand humor. You take everything seriously and everything literally. And so therefore for you, this is a tough thing. Like
I take people at their word. That's such a bad character trait of mine.
If you just left the internet, no one would care about your Kiwi Farms thread, dude. But
doesn't this guy get it's not about the Kiwi Farms thread?
To deal with the fact that you have a thread is option 1. Option 2, leave the internet, and then you won't get more pages. Option 3 is just sit there and wait until something terrible happens.
Dude, just come on here.
The law changes. Section 230 is repealed.
I'll even go on your stream, PPP.
Bills against terrorism or cyber threats and the site goes down. I mean, it's an inevitability that the site is going to go down someday anyway.
Yes,
so
we know that.
Why you're that angry
but the community will not disappear.
Okay, like you don't
Pierre Ashton. Just because Kiwi Farms is down does not mean that Joshua Connor Moon and all of his ilk will just magically disappear.
Number 1, because it's really not, I guess. And 2, I can't fucking change that. I don't have that power.
JMK, was the audio of you threatening to kill someone with a shotgun recent?
Life also is
that was something.
Why are you so
like to explain that one? I got mad at someone in a Discord server. We hashed it out. We argued about it, and then they said they wouldn't release it. But then they went ahead and released it once it was convenient for them.
Major life accomplishment is running.
And by the way, the part they're not playing for you is the part where that same guy threatens to take my life as well. So yeah, everyone says stupid shit on the internet. It doesn't matter.
Get over yourself. I don't know what to say.
Josh, for months and months and months, and the moment was convenient, you did a switch because Josh pressured you into cucking,
and there's Spectre in the chat, clout chasing, hoping that people will pronounce his name correctly. Forever lost and stuck raising another man's child.
Somebody that can operate Windows Movie Maker or Filmora. You can't even perform enough to.
You can't run OBS.
You are a clip channel. John. It's not that I can't run OBS because a monkey could run OBS.
But you can't.
That I won't run OBS.
Why?
Because it's beneath me. Because I'm an important person.
What the hell is this shit?
I'm a celebrity, John.
You actually think you're a celebrity? You have half as many viewers as you had last time. And last time you had a shit rating. 400 viewers makes you a celebrity? Get the fuck out of here.
PPP being just as bad lately has nothing to do with that. With the fact JMK is gun guard at heart. Okay. Okay, buddy. If you want to believe that, go ahead.
But I'm sure they exist. Meanwhile, like, look at T-Clips go. Like, she's in here, like, endorsing this guy. She tweets him out on Twitter.
Friendless Norseman in chat says he showed his asshole. He's beneath OBS.
DM Steely says JMK is mean for no reason.
Man.
Yeah, I'm a big meanie. I'm a bad boy.
Make people their capos by clipping their shit.
PPP bent to Kiwi Farms on the Josh question. 100% correct.
What to do? And then they feel beholden to the clip channel. And then we
don't forget the it's all kayfabe argument. Yeah. That's the other thing. He likes to go ahead and say, I'm being completely serious. One moment and next moment, oh, I was kidding, guys. It was just a joke, guys. Everything I say is humor, guys. Everything. We all know that's not true. We all know this guy tries to take himself seriously. He even went on a stream and said that he showed his asshole to get his ideas out there.
John, you're the expert now. Phantom Organization is here in our chat right now letting us know that John Kelly is scared of joining the PO Discord to debate PPP. Very sad. He says, I guess PPP. won yet another landslide victory. Seems to be the case, John. You were running scared. I was there.
Imagine using
Last night I
Phantom
was
Organization
there.
as
You
your
wouldn't
source for
come to debate
validation.
me, John, because you're scared. You're scared of my airtight logical arguments. My airtight logical arguments. This is crazy. Like, John wants a debate on what? Like, what does he want to debate on? What are his terms? What are the conditions? What's the proposition?
Dude, just go on my stream. Why do you have to work out a fucking contract?
It's retarded.
A little bit of a break from this.
This is some EarJuice level of cringe. Holy
I'll
shit.
tell it later, but there's a good way and a bad way to respond to clip challenge. This is the bad way to respond to it.
Oh, is it? I'm going to take advice from you, John. I'm going to show you what Josh thinks.
Solo
about
says
this
Kiwi
clip.
still shine him. Okay, where's PPP's full docs if that's the case? Where is PPP's updated thread documenting all the Spergouts, all the dumb shit he's been doing at the beginning of his Kiwi Farms thread?
John, what are you talking about? Like, pictures of my asshole are on that thread. Pictures of my
But your
mother,
docs is
my
not.
father, and my
The stuff
brother.
that could fuck with your real life
that
is
thread.
not there.
Just because there hasn't been a rewritten OP doesn't mean that Josh is protecting me.
Yes,
the
it
reality
does.
Of it is that OP it has many errors in it. Its timeline is totally off and wrong. I don't even care to correct it because it's great that it's wrong, really.
Yes.
But, like, it's unfavorable to me in the way that it's wrong, John.
No, it is favorable to you because it doesn't
I
hurt
don't
you.
Understand what you're
It promotes
you're
you.
crying about shit that you just don't even understand and is just completely wrong.
Look,
what
this
you're
guy
saying.
is a coward. He's on here right now knowing I'm streaming at the same time. We could easily set up a Discord call. We could hash it out very easily.
How would any of them know what my social security number is?
Because they're hackers.
Again, like here in Canada,
Duh.
social insurance number, splitting hairs. But, you know, for an autistic person like you, John, splitting hairs is really all you do. Like, what is your problem?
Then just
Like,
prove it.
if
Come
you're
on
so
here and
against
show I'm an
farms,
autistic
why do
Sperg.
you want my mother's social
Debate me in
security
real
number?
time. Have the
So
interaction.
you
Doesn't even have to be a
attack my
debate.
family because you're psychotic? If you're so against the idea of Kiwi Farms, but he's not being bullied as hard as I am, even though he has 5 times the pages I have, and people are trying to find out where he lives as recently as last week. Oh, shit.
Gee, it's almost like
Kiwi
it's
or
almost
simps for
like
Josh.
one
Josh directs
Kiwi
Kiwis,
isn't
and
equal
they're
to
not
one
actually gonna
Kiwi.
seriously go after PPP because Josh gave the command.
Yeah, I hate to give this guy a good point
Where is
here,
this
but
command?
hold on
Where
a
is
second.
this command from Josh not to go after me? Can you tell me where that command is? Where is it? Is it in my thread? Can you point to the post?
there doesn't have
Can you
to be
point to
a
the edition of
literal
Matt at the
specific
internet where
order
he said
for
not
the
to attack
Kiwis to
me
know
and
which
bully
way
me
the
or
wind
do
is
this or
blowing.
do that?
The
You can't because
Kiwis
it
are
doesn't
subservient
exist.
to Josh.
The orders didn't come
They
down from
guys,
on high, John.
Kiwis who
There
think
are
that
still
Josh is a
plenty of people
retard
in that thread
and will
that
say to
don't
me
like
that Josh is a
John.
retard
Now, there are some
won't
people
make a
who do
thread on
like
him.
me, which is strange for that site because usually the people on that site don't have much positive to say about anybody. So instead of taking that as, wow, maybe this guy is pretty cool.
Joe Rose
Some of those
says
guys
people
like
should
him
just
when they
debate
don't
each
really
other
like anyone
instead
else.
of having to
You
do
take
this
it as,
back and
"Oh,
forth.
Josh
It's always
must be
better to see them go
commending
at
you,"
it
even though
over
there's
this
still
stuff.
negative criticism of me.
Yes,
If
that's
people
correct, Joe
post
Rowe.
something negative in the thread about me, are they being banned? Are they?
Yeah, they are. They're
Come
being banned
on.
from your chat.
Come on.
You
dude,
block
this
them
is
on
just
Twitter.
Retarded.
And on the Kiwi thread, Josh will just take 20 accounts and thumbs down all the negative
people on
criticism
the site
against you.
Just love him for his role in taking down New Project 2. It's not like Trig Point's in there screaming about him every fucking day. Like, crying about Vordrak and shit. That shit doesn't happen.
By the way, is this confirmation that Ashton
So of course
Parks
they're not gonna
reads
do
his
that.
own
If
Kiwi
anyone
Farms
speaks
thread
against
on a
the
regular
they're gonna
basis
get down
to know all
on
this
the
shit?
farms all the time because that's how it works. Because Josh has 20 sock accounts running on Kiwi Farms in order.
What? Josh has 20 sock accounts? Why would he need 20 sock accounts? He's the owner of the site.
Because you can influence
He's the owner
public
of the
perception this way.
Forgive me, but why would anyone give a shit whether or not they get downvoted on Kiwi Farms? Does it affect the visibility of your post like on Reddit?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case either.
Yes, it does.
I'm such a simp for the Kiwi Farms. I interviewed Vordrak, which I get shit on for that website all the time. Like, John, it's your pathological hatred of me and Nick Rekieta and Josh, like bitterness and
Joe, well, that's a
hatred and
good point.
resentment that
Like, he
builds
is
up in
clearly
you,
talking about
and
you,
think
and he
about us
knows that
every
you're
day,
listening,
and
so
I'm
why not
asking
talk
you, and I'm
directly?
sincere, go get help.
That's a
Go
good
get help,
question. Why doesn't he
because
just come on here? Or I can go on there. Either
you're
way.
living in a delusional world.
Like, his whole point against Ralph was that Ralph wouldn't have him on his show. We all heard him whine and cry and seethe and cope over the fact that he wasn't able to go on the kill stream. And he said that Ralph was such a bad person for not having him on. But now that the tables are turned, he is the one no platforming me. I'm not someone he can handle, and he doesn't know how to deal with me. That's why he's freaking out. That's why his viewership just dropped in half. That's why he's busy going ahead and making multiple tweets, commenting on my video, making multiple live streams. This is Ashton's breakdown. Ashton cannot handle me at all. He never could, and he's not going to be able to.
Taking pot shots at him, trying to slide into DMs and running people's shit, and you're not even worth his time.
Oboro in chat says,
Imagine beholding
hang on.
yourself to Joshua Connor Moon.
He has people following. But John, that's what you are. You are beholden to Joshua Connor Moon.
No, I'm not.
You let him affect you. You let him control your thoughts and your mind, and by doing so, he controls your actions. You give him power by reacting to your Kiwi Farms thread.
How does that give him power?
And so therefore,
are you retarded? I've done a whole stream on this channel dedicated to calling out Joshua Connor Moon being a pedophile. What have you done? Sucked his cock?
Joshua Connor Moon. And that's sad. And you ought to feel ashamed.
No, I'm not ashamed at all.
Something that I've never liked is an e-celeb tactic that's very subtle, but it works.
An e-celeb tactic. Hey, John, I don't know if you realize this, but you're also an e-celeb, John. You're desperate to be an e-celeb, John.
This guy's
I'm
retarded.
not the only person here who's an e-celeb, John.
The difference between someone being an e-celeb, which in and of itself isn't a sin, and using an e-celeb tactic, is that an e-celeb tactic is a dishonest means of gaining clout and getting ahead.
Shit. Oh my god.
Just say you're friends with a bigger e-celeb. As though they're a big deal, as though their acknowledgement, as though their respect for you makes you a big deal. Like they're a king who has benighted you.
Everybody's time, and you don't matter. What are you talking about? I'm just going to be honest with you, John. Me and Joshua Connor Moon are not friends.
Yeah, you are.
We're not friends.
Yeah, you are.
We've never met in real life.
Doesn't matter.
We've never hung out.
Does not matter.
We have been on, maybe, I can count on one hand the number of shows we've been on together. And just because we've been somewhat friendly on those shows instead of completely antagonistic, even though there was antagonism in our initial debate, does not mean that we're friends.
Yeah, you're friends. You're buddies with another.
Really
no promotes you. You promote no. It's a symbiotic relationship, and you shield each other from criticism.
In real life, we correspond often online. We have a lot of voice calls and things like this. But Joshua Moon is not my friend.
Yeah, he is. And I'm going to keep calling him that because you're our friends. You won't actually hit him where it hurts. You won't actually bring up the Blockland posts. You won't actually bring up sites like 8chan, 16chan, 9chan, his lolly defense. You won't bring up any of that.
Josh is an online acquaintance that I've done some shows with. Doesn't mean
this guy is playing a semantical argument here, trying to pretend that you can't have a friend online. Let's just get something clear. That is not a thing. That's something that Medicare said. Just because you haven't met in real life doesn't prevent you two from being friends. This is so autistic. And even if I'm technically incorrect by some semantical big brain argument of them being friends, the point is they are on great terms with each other. They have a shared audience. And they go ahead and they pander to one another for a mutual benefit. That's what's going on.
But somehow I'm the cuckold. Like, get real, dude. Get real.
Everyone in this fucking community, just about, with very little exceptions, seems to play this whole high school bullshit. appealing to the cool girls crowd game.
What are you talking
It's
about?
complete womanly attitude that makes no fucking sense. This is a grown-ass man bragging about, I have Joshua Connor Moon's blessing.
But I don't. Where is his blessing? Where is this blessing? Like, he lays hands over me. Yea, verily, verily. PPP.
Does PPP not understand how words work?
Verily, I have locked his thread.
Like, a blessing does not have to be a literal ritual.
For he is a blessed sacred cow who mustn't be made fun of. Where is that? Can you find that?
Yeah, he called you your friend. He said that you're a great guy and all that. He's went on streams with you. He's promoted your shit over and over again. He's given him your blessing. He's given his blessing to you.
Flagged it down.
And yeah, I see EarJuice going on in the chat. I see what he's doing. Let him keep slithering around like a little snake he is.
By the way, if you're watching this stream or if you're in his chat, ask PPP if he's so hot shit, why he won't come on this stream right now and go ahead and make his case.
It wasn't enough that she was, inserting herself into this shit and calling you Ethan Ralph and this, that, the other fucking thing. Well, once again, I'm going to show you more fucking bullshit. Look at this shit.
Frieza in chat asks, this shit is so gay. You guys are in your safe spaces talking over each other. Why not get in a call and hash it out like men?
If you sorted through my videos,
where the first to cry or leave loses.
So, I mean, if you're such an expert, you should be able to find it. I'll give it to you. If I get the acknowledgement that, again, I'm the big dog, I'm the head of the table, and I'm the tribal chief, and if you acknowledge me as that, I will give you what you want. Okay?
You're a big deal, PPP. You got what you want. You have 194 height watchers in your audience watching you now. Sperg out. Congratulations. Does that satisfy your demand? You're the real Tar Don. A toast. A toast to PPP for being this retarded to actually go on for days with me living rent-free in his head. Does that fit your demands there, PPP?
So she's coming to me telling me to debate this guy, who I've already said publicly, I will not be debating.
Tough guy. Tough guy. The balls of this guy. He won't debate me.
JMK, check PPP throwing cowboard. All right, I'll check that out.
Debate me, bro. No, I want a voice recording of it, EarJuice. You got to put it up on your channel there. You put that up, and I swear, honestly, if you do that, I will put up a video of me mooing, pal. It will be there. It will be there. Because, like, the thing of it is, like, why would I be embarrassed by mooing? Like, you've already seen my ball sack, my asshole, my nipples, my gunt. Hundreds of hours of ranting and raving. I don't even understand why it's such a big deal.
Is he actually going to go ahead and make a video where he moos in a video? Is he fucking retarded?
John Michael Kelly Booberly, I'm fine with that. PPP knows how to reach me through Twitter or through Discord if he unblocks me if he's interested. John is following the correct procedure, which is to either reach out to me or I'll reach out to him. For T-Clips, she wants to run shit. She thinks she knows how things should be. She wants to control me. So she goes to John. She goes to John and tries to set up a debate between us. But she'll say she's just a clipping channel and she doesn't insert herself into fucking anything. Bullshit. Why am I getting fucking...
Okay, let me see.
This guy doesn't even have anything on me. He even praises me with assistance. What the fuck?
Bullshit. Know your fucking place. Know your role and shut your fucking mouth. You're a fucking clip channel. If you want to say I'm innocent,
this is so gay.
I don't want to be a character, then don't send... That's really gay. Good one, John. Good one. Shit like this. Don't go to other people and try and set up shit for me. Fuck you. If I want to debate John Michael Kelly, I'll debate John Michael Kelly. You hear that? That was the big dog in me coming out.
No, you didn't.
You hear that? The big dog is barking. Forced it down my fucking throat.
If you only know what those two dogs were like.
And now it's still not good enough for a lot of you faggots out there.
No, you didn't debate me, bitch.
So fuck
You don't repeat it.
You didn't debate me, bro. You didn't debate me in the way I wanted you to, bro. I mean, if we're having an intellectual debate there, pretty sure I won. My arguments were cohesive and logical.
Anon, gotcha.
I'm your father 20,000 times is not a fucking quote-unquote debate.
But it is.
What a fucking liar. This
It
ingenuous
is.
liar.
That's the great debate tactic, guy. He really proved his points with that.
Over and over again. That's all you
Because I
fucking
am
did.
your father. I'm your daddy. She doesn't just say, okay, or...
PPP and JMK confirmed for running a unified op. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's
I
right.
hate this guy. I'm not friends with this guy. I've never worked with him.
Why does he hate me? Because I don't really hate you, John. Like, I don't really think about you much.
You don't think about me much?
Concern myself with you.
You don't concern yourself
Why
with
do you
me?
hate me? What have
Oh man, dude, look at yourself.
What have I done?
Look at the streams you're doing.
Really?
Look at where you are.
He's disingenuous and he lies. There are many people out there who are disingenuous and lie. I don't have a deep, like, including you, to be honest, but, you know, I don't have this deep-seated hatred for you. Like, it's a little unhinged. It's like mental illness, actually.
Okay, if you don't hate me, then why just come on
Worried for
stream?
you. I'm probably
Why'd you go
right.
ahead in the moment I called you out for Josh? You fucking panicked and freaked the fuck out.
I want him to kill himself.
Oh, you want me to kill myself? I want you to live, pal.
And here's the money shot.
And here I am privately telling you I have no fucking interest in this.
Yeah, the dogs are barking at something outside. Don't worry about it.
The big dog's barking because they know the alpha dog is here. The tribal chief. No. It's not the end of the world. But when you try and say you're just a clipping channel and you're not doing anything, it's
Mr.
bullshit.
Sadsong said, I agree. I listened to it. PPP was unbearable. Zoom finally destroyed PPP. Yeah, he couldn't handle Zoom either. He's scared shitless of Zoom.
All right, I found something on BitChute. I'm gonna find a way to listen to it first before
Just me.
playing it here.
Is it just me? John, you got destroyed. You're an embarrassment, John. You ran away.
I got destroyed.
Listen, I honestly think that she
This guy wants to LARP like he's taking people out.
oh fuck. Is that she's broke
I caught up and have the mannerisms there. The out.
about working a job.
I've noticed that his Canadian accent can't make him pronounce words properly. It's amazing.
And she needs to pay like $200 to fix it. She won't have a good connection unless she comes with $200. Later, she would ask me for $200 on Cash App to debate. So I don't think this woman works a job or anything like that.
Hang on, we'll take a break from. We'll take
There's a
a.
lot of assumptions here.
All right, I'll play that video. But it's gonna be quick. Let's listen to it.
John,
Hang on a minute. John.
I can
John.
show you water filter contract. I'm not going to. But
Wait.
I've worked many jobs in my life. I actually don't think you've worked a job. Because from what I understand, you live at your parents' house, and those are your parents' dogs barking. So,
You live in Surfer's Love
yeah,
Shack.
like, you're just throwing out a bunch of bullshit. Like,
Dude. You can't talk about who's a living situation when you're in a
Tell lot of
homosexual
stories about my
relationship.
jobs. Are all the stories invented? Am I that good of a liar, that great of a storyteller?
No, you
'Cause
just
if that's
bullshit.
the case, John, then how could I not find employment? It's just sad, John. It's sad.
Preaching is not a job. Selling water filters is not a job. YouTube.
What?
No, selling water filters is not a job. It's a
Being
grift.
salesman is not a job, according to this guy. Even though you get paid for doing labor. Being a gospel preacher, according to John, is not a job, even though you're getting paid for being at a place at a set time.
No, you're not. You
Which
admitted
is
on your
what a
stream.
job is.
No, he's full of shit.
I don't understand.
He gets donations for doing
You've
his
also been a
preacher
security
bullshit
guard. Is
to
that
preach
not a real
Protestant
job,
values and stuff.
According to you? Been a telemarketer. Is that not a real job? What do you consider a real job? What do you consider a job? Like, this is just like anger, like A-log, retardation.
not a job. You've never worked a fucking day in your life. Shut the fuck up.
You're so full of shit, John.
It's just mongoloidism. But then, look.
If those dogs didn't want to be doxxed, they shouldn't have talked on the stream.
Vaz, this
Damn
guy is
straight.
just a kid with arguments like your father, DMs that do not matter, that is a coward, that simps with a kiwi, etc.
You're the
but
simp.
yet people are cheering this guy on like he's destroying E-slubs. left
I'm
and
a
right.
simp because I call out this guy's
Shit.
bullshit.
He
Okay.
never hurt Ralph's bottom line at all.
I like how PPP thinks he does more than I do. And all he does is go on camera and sweat like a fat pig. Wait a minute. Who's the fucking pig? Who is the fat pig?
You want to know who the fat pig is?
I get it, I'm fat too, but
You're
you,
fucking grotesquely
you
fat.
pig. You fucking swine, you.
Okay, let's put this matter to rest. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can put an image up on. Throw an image.
Put
up
the
on
image
here.
up, John. John's simping for that.
Like we do here in Discord. Bitch, there is a big fucking difference between discussing drama on Discord with your friends in a text format where there's no pressure, nobody's watching, it doesn't matter if you fuck up.
All right, let me see if I can play that BitChute audio.
Versus actually
Give me a
going
moment.
live on the air and performing to end
Okay, actually, let's leave this on for a second. Wait.
Oh, wow.
giving your take on Twitter.
What an epic own.
You tell me
Where you have
if
all
this
the
guy has any right to call anyone a fat fucking pig. Look at this guy. This is the guy who's calling other people
I look
fat
pretty
fucking
thin
pigs.
performing.
Yeah.
I look pretty thin there.
He looks pretty thin there. Yeah. 2020 you compared to 2018 you is thin. For a normal person, though, that is already grotesquely fat. Being 200 pounds overweight does not make... Being 400 pounds overweight now does not mean you weren't 200 pounds overweight
He
then.
can't even defend her looks because he knows that she's a fat swine.
This fat fuck wants to call other people fat. I am not a fat fuck. Spoiler alert. I'm not. I've never been fat in my life.
Even fatter. Yeah. That was PPP 2 years ago, before he doubled his weight and size.
For sorting through a 2-hour stream and finding the good parts. It is a lot more time and effort on my part, and I do it because it helps people catch up and entertain. How much fucking work is it, folks, to watch videos you were going to watch anyway?
He doesn't have any response to that.
Fire up.
Because he can't respond to that. He knows he's a fuck up. He knows he's 500 pounds and telling you how to live your life. What kind of logic does that make? As far as I'm concerned, there's a 400 pound weight limit. If you are 400 pounds or more, you have lost all right to tell anyone else what to do. Because you fucked up in your own right.
Trim timeline at the end. Put the clips together that you want. That doesn't take any more than 10 or 15 minutes.
Alright, I gotta ask. What am I looking at in his thread
John,
on Cal? Because I got
it really
another
doesn't
page
take
up.
any more
If
than
there's something
15
funny, I'll play it. But otherwise, we're gonna
Should
keep on
I-
watching this.
Should I just do like an actual like live where I clip something? Like I'll clip a Hollywood God video in about 10 minutes? Come on, man. Like, are you retarded?
It'll be better content than shit you're producing out lately.
No. This guy's so full of shit. Finding clips, finding the shit, watching through hours and hours of boring, dry, useless content from shows like Nick Arcada, Baked Alaska, PPP himself, and getting the parts that are good, that takes a lot of patience in order to do that. And getting it just right and edited together, it takes more work than that. Shut the fuck up.
But they're like, again, the people who do these clippings.
He has no response.
They watch all of those shows anyway. It's something that they would do anyway.
No, that's not how it works.
As they're watching along, they can go, oh, this is the timestamp. This is the timestamp. Then they download the video,
Yeah, that takes work, dude.
cut the parts they want.
It takes more work than you're ever able to do.
Time. It really doesn't take effort. I'm sorry that you think it does because you're a fucking
John,
mongol.
Cal is A-logging
Fucking
Ashton for
fucking
months.
chew gum
You
at
must
the
do a
same
stream with Weasel, ex-friend of PPP,
I'm not wrong.
and one of the Cal mods. If they want to hit me up, fine, but I'm not going to go out of my way to contact people on image boards. I'm not about that, but if they want, I'm not against the idea, though.
Open on his webcam, turn on to his fat fucking face, and freak out every day. And he's talking about effort.
It's so easy.
Buddha Yen says turn up the volume. All right, I can turn up a little bit. Is that better?
And pretending like they actually matter. And you know, I really wouldn't have a problem with clip channels, and I really don't.
Yeah, you do.
Archive my videos or somebody else's videos to preserve them because they think or they want other people to be able to access them or see them. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, you do. You're bitchy about it right now.
Monetize shit that doesn't belong to you, and even now.
Now he's complaining about monetization.
Paywall that doesn't belong to you, and you go, oh, it's transformative.
His lack of understanding of what my point here is.
No, I get your point, Ashton. It's just retarded.
Whether it's legal or not,
Like,
or fair use or not.
okay, here's the thing.
It's still fact.
If you allow people blanket permission to clip your shit, like I have, you don't have a right to complain when your shit gets
You are
clipped.
cottage industry. You are the whole cottage industry, in fact.
What? What? What does that mean?
Do you not
I am
understand
the
humor,
whole
Ashton?
cottage industry? What does that mean? Like,
How does he
I
not
don't
get
think
the
he
joke?
understands what a cottage industry
Does he,
is.
this guy's never looked at a mirror in his
What is
life.
he talking?
He doesn't realize that
You are
he's
the
like
whole
500
cottage
pounds.
industry. Oh, these people are coming up with better shit. Cottage cheese industry. There you go. Come on, John. Come on, John. Get it out. He doesn't even know what he's saying.
I know exactly what I'm saying. I don't think you do.
And you do it because it helps people catch up and entertain. Many times there were channels that were nuked, and people didn't know where to find them. Only someone who's never edited in their life can say I'm a parasite, because it's effort.
JMK,
and
did you
I
ever
added
watch
receipts
PPP's
and linked
5-hour
people to the
documentary
original channel.
Hollywood God? No. No, I don't think I will.
It's
5 hours and some retarded nobody? Fuck that.
Godwinson has edited. It's not
John.
Oh, now he's
I'm
mad.
the retard. Nobody.
He's mad at
What
this.
are you?
I don't pretend to be somebody.
What are you then, John?
I don't
Like,
make statements like I'm the hottest thing in the sphere right now.
You're the Frank Grimes
That's you.
to
You say that.
a retarded nobody.
Yeah, PPP, I don't pretend to be a somebody.
That's a struggle.
All I am is a humble YouTube streamer, here doing my thing over here. I don't pretend to be a big deal. I don't pretend like any of this shit matters. Like, at most, I get maybe a few people watching my streams and that's it. I don't let that go to my
He's
head.
not addressing the chat. He doesn't do that because they're actually critical of him.
What are you
They're actually calling him out here, like this John Doe character, but he won't address
I'm
that.
sorry. It takes about as much effort.
Okay,
Oh,
John.
Monday Matt is such a loser now because he blocked him on Twitter. Fucking hypocrite.
Look at this. It's all performative. I wouldn't
Ooh,
address their
no response to that one.
I know it's to bait me into streaming with them. I won't unless paid. Because I'm not going to be manipulated like that.
Simp Show, if you want me to address you, you can come into my Discord and I'll address you on air.
Your viewpoint with another person unless you're paid. So you're better than everybody else, right? Everybody else who gives their opinion for
He does
free
this
or goes
instead of
on live
flagging.
streams or does
Exactly.
debates, they don't do it to get paid.
Yeah, I do this instead of flagging.
No, but you
Like,
need
what are
to
you,
be
retarded?
paid. And this same fucking cunt says that I should pay people for running OBS. She thinks that it's slavery to ask King of Pole to run OBS or Kraut to run OBS. She thinks that they all should be paid $50 a pop for their time or paid an hourly minimum wage. This is
No,
how people
people
like this
shouldn't
on
run
the internet
OBS
work.
for you. People shouldn't
Some
act
sort of
as
weird
capos for you.
economy or
They shouldn't
business.
do your work for you.
That's not
What
how
they
I
should do
see it.
instead is tell you to
I don't
fuck
think
off
that's how
and run
all of
OBS
you
yourself
people see it
instead
out
of being
there.
such a fucking
These people
retard
see it
who
like
can't
this.
manage basic streaming software. That's what should happen.
Like,
He can't
this is
respond to this point
resentful.
either.
Like, if I
Bitter
was to do that
about
work
this.
for you for whatever retarded reason, I would demand a cut of the money.
The cut of what money, John? A cut of what money?
Flat rate, $200.
This is like actual like seething and like jealousy and like resentment. They
Or
shouldn't be your
better yet,
pals. Oh.
50% of all the donations you
It's
get
not
that
to be
night from your
accountable to
PayPal
fucking
link.
Run OBS like it's just doing me a favor. Or oh my god, they're doing your dirty work. How is that the dirty work?
I didn't say
This is
dirty work.
silly.
That was Monday Matt, not me.
Like this, I say fuck you. Fuck you. You aren't going to be monetizing me and my shit.
Coffee in chat says 2 PPPs versus 2
Oh, so you're a
JMKs.
Sad.
You're a grifter then, John? You
And
want to
there's
monetize
Sims here in
shit?
this chat now.
At the very
What's wrong with
least,
monetizing shit?
some good content off of it.
Goddess there.
You're gonna make good content. Like,
Which is so
it's not
pathetic,
good
because
content,
once
John.
again,
It's better than yours.
cunt wanting to worship that bitch's feet that bad? Is that what it's about? Is that what it's
Besides,
about?
look at this guy. He's just ranting and raving. He won't address chat once.
Criticizing someone else for their looks.
Wake
This
the
guy
fuck
right
up,
here.
guys.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up. Even if you think I'm the biggest piece of shit.
You do sound similar, JMK.
such an arrogant
I don't sound that similar. Just listen to the, like, someone clipped the debate between me. No. Like, I went on Monday Matt's show. You can listen to me and Monday Matt go at it, and you can hear the difference in voices.
into this fucking shit.
Although I have been told many, many times that we do sound similar. So I guess similar, yes, but not exactly the same.
To
This
do
is
their
the
OBS
one
streams for them.
person who, because I picked
Who
the fight,
cares?
I received more blowback than any other person. Not even Ethan Ralph comes at me as hard as this bitch does. Seriously. Not Nick Fuentes, not Baked Alaska, not John Michael Kelly, not anyone. This bitch.
That's
is
because she
fucking
didn't do
crazy as
anything.
fuck. And it's because she's
What?
a woman and she gets angry if somebody insults her.
That's right. Booberly did nothing wrong.
People are upset with you going after T-clips is because she didn't do anything.
It's crazy to me.
Like,
Like,
what?
has he not even been listening to the video?
Yeah, I listened to
Did I
it. It's a bunch of
explain what she's
bullshit.
done? You know, putting other people's clips behind a paywall.
Bloody Deagle says,
cares.
laughing my ass off, this
Nobody
fat
gives a
lesbian
fuck.
bitch Banby in his
You're an
chat.
idiot.
Yeah, he's doing that.
What's the big crime she committed?
I thought Ethan
The
Ralph
criticisms you
was
have
I
is,
just
oh, she's
told
fat
you.
and she makes money.
It was a civil
Oh
army.
boy.
But
You're
how does
fat,
it exist?
you make money.
How does it exist? Why does
That's
it
true.
exist? I don't fucking know.
Where's my money, John? Like, where is it? Where are my YouTube ads? Where's the Patreon
They'll
ad?
follow
Like,
anything.
where is it?
This grift is unacceptable.
Yes, you're proof they'll follow anything.
By the way, Simp Show, if you want to come on the show,
Anger.
go ahead and meet me in the server
Just
in the
jealousy
pub
and,
chat.
like, resentment.
Nobody can defend it. Even if I'm a hypocrite, still the truth. You can't defend this.
Oh, yes, I can.
And-
Yes,
and
I
if you
could
think
defend
Defend it
actually.
then.
like
Defend
this
it then.
bitch does, then you are part
Because
of
there's
the
nothing
problem.
wrong with people making money off of their clips or whatever.
On having
You've
Not
already
their
given
clips,
blanket
it's other
permission
people's
for
clips.
people to clip your stuff.
Why would you go
If
through
people have a
this?
problem with other people clipping stuff, they can file DMCA.
You're not even listening to what my argument is. It's just sad.
All right, Simp Show, I'll go ahead and meet you. Just give me a few. Let me go over the stream first.
And then pretend like you're some famous and important person. That you can make other people kiss your ring for clout to be clipped on a fucking channel.
You kissed
Just embarrassing. Look,
You
folks,
kissed Josh's ring.
I'm an
You
hour
kissed
true.
Nick Recada's ring.
It's not
You called
true.
yourself a liar on Nick Recada's own program and was not able to nail him on anything.
Josh? Oh, John.
He called me Josh.
Everybody tells lies. Everybody at some point in their life has told a lie.
That makes lying
If
okay?
you say that you've never sinned,
occurs, so
the truth
it's
is not
good.
in you, John. The truth is not in you.
I've never said
Say
I've
that
never
you've
ever
never
told
spoken
a
the
lie in my
truth to
entire life. What the
make
fuck are you
our
on about?
position look more advantageous is a lie in and of itself, John. I was actually being very, very honest when I said that. Only an honest person would say something like that.
What?
So
You're admitting you're a liar,
you didn't
flat
nail
out.
Deprecate on anything.
Like,
I don't know, man. It's just like your opinion, man.
okay, so here's the thing that Ashton's not getting. When you admit to exaggerating and
How do you
inflating
do
your
that?
position on
How
a
the
regular
fuck is a
basis,
lawyer? Get to
then
like an
that
honest
makes
man
you
who
a
cares if you
consistent
do.
liar, and the badge of liar is well put upon you.
Saying this, by the way, Nick Recaida looks great compared to you on that stream, PPP.
Okay.
You guys don't get to see the shit that's behind the scenes. You don't get to see how it is to deal with a person like this or a person like Jarbo.
Go cry more. Go lie about being flat.
Interesting. Ashton shadow banned me and other Cal members from his 2 previous channels. He fears what the board know about him, but the board owner is an in real life friend of
Of course I
Ashton.
won against Nick, whatever.
Rob
man, but this
Pierce
guy
is a
lives in
liar.
an alternate reality.
Is a liar. No wonder he's friend of Ashton.
What do you want?
Interesting.
Fuck you. Fuck you. So, I'm gonna go watch pro wrestling. I'm gonna review it with Cahool.
What is with these people with wrestling?
And that's about it. And I'm going to continue to go about my fucking life as these
Remember, guys, he's gonna go about his own life.
Right?
faggots cry about
You
how
don't
people
watch
like-
wrestling. See, if John actually watched pro wrestling, he might understand the stuff that I do. He might get it.
No, I'm not
But
watching
because
man-child
John thinks that
entertainment.
He's an elitist and an intellectual, and he won't stoop to watching pro wrestling because it's for the dumb yokels.
Yeah.
Fucking retards think it's
Yeah.
real.
You got it.
He'll never learn what he's missing out on. And he'll never understand what I do and why people like it. And that's a shame for you, John, because probably if you humbled yourself, you might actually enjoy pro wrestling.
Why do I have to humble
But you
myself?
think
I'm
that
not the
you're
one
above it,
acting
you're
like the
some
big
sort of elitist.
tar don on the
And
block.
that's just sad.
As they watch
Like, you watch anime, dude.
videos.
Oh no, not anime.
No, Ashton, that's not how this is gonna go down.
It is how
Here's
it's
the
going
thing.
down.
Anything bad that happens to Ashton, I'm gonna be there. Anything that goes wrong, I'll make that happen.
Will you? What are you going to make happen?
Here's the thing. This guy, I'm not gonna go ahead and just be like, oh, okay, yeah, we're just gonna like ease off.
This is the best part, guys.
No. He's on the top of the shit list at this point. Fuck this guy. Fuck all of his channels. Fuck everything he does. Fuck him right into the dirt. He wants to act like this fucking big deal. No, fuck this guy. Go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take this guy down bit by bit. We're gonna be there to laugh at him. We're gonna make him cry. We're gonna bully him. We're gonna make sure he kills himself. That's what we're gonna do.
Where is
We're not gonna
T-Clips
stop
disavow?
until this fucker's dead. Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these fucking people thinking that they're going ahead and they can just do all the same things that they blame everyone else in doing and think that they're such a big deal because they have 400 people watching on a live stream. This is fucking bullshit. Seriously. No, fuck this faggot. I am so done with this stuff. Holy shit.
Are you done,
He wants
John?
to go after T-Clips for clipping his content. T-Clips, by the way, made PPP. May I remind you people?
Internet real sports.
Like, he actually believes this. Like, him and T-Clips say shit like this. They actually believe that.
The reason that
Because it's
PPP
true.
grew in popularity was because he went ahead and said... No, the reason that PPP became popular was because T-Clips promoted his shit. When he was having 10 viewers at a time, T-Clips saw the videos, found them entertaining, made clips of them, promoted them, put them on her YouTube channel, put them out there, monetized them. Because get this, guys, get this. When you monetize the content, YouTube boosts it up in the algorithm. That's how that works, which is why it's stupid to not monetize your shit.
What a joke.
He calls me a joke for telling the truth. Okay.
This guy is so fucking dumb. Everything this guy supposedly stands for is just a lie. Everything. He's not a real Christian. He fakes that shit. He makes money off the internet. Let me see if I could find that that tweet of his. Hold up. Let me find it. Oh.
I'll get that
hold
for
on a
you
second.
now. Because I'm not going to find it on the
Monetization
stream.
does get you banned.
Incognito window here.
Like, it's just...
Monetization doesn't get you
He has
banned.
no
You
idea
just
what
get
he's talking about.
demonetized.
He's living in an
That
alternate
way is
reality.
because PPP has to be blocked on Twitter. And you know what? I was also thought at one point that PPP was okay. I thought he was doing a good job calling these people out. Because, hey, you know what? Yeah,
You
he's
were a
right
huge
about,
fan of mine.
Dick Masterson, Ralph, they're pretty low as shit. I thought it was good. I still have one of his streams mirrored because his channel got taken down. I was giving him props for saying, yeah, good job going after New Project 2. Dick Masterson is a simp, and there is a network covering up his actions. I should have paid more attention to all the bullshit conspiracy theories he was saying, because PPP will take a decent point or a decent argument and stretch it to a point where it no longer applies.
That is 100% correct.
Dude, you take this stuff way too seriously.
Oh no, I take it way
And
too
that's why you
seriously, yet
don't
you're
have
bragging
a
about
following.
taking down
And
New
that's
Project
why
2. Get
nobody
fucked.
Fucking cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody
John,
cares, guys. I
because
have a
it
stream
doesn't
about
matter.
you with 194 viewers,
Doesn't
but
matter.
nobody cares.
This is not the halls of... This is not where the truth is settled on my channel, really. If the truth is being settled here, then the world is fucked, in my opinion. I make a fucking comedy show. The primary focus of my show is to be funny, generally, John. To entertain people and make them laugh. And the
Oh,
conspiracy
so
theories-
everything you say is bullshit when it's
conspiracy theories
convenient for
have
you.
pretty
Okay.
much all turned out to be true about New Project 2.
No,
and
they
all that
haven't
fucking
been.
shit. So it's just so sad. Like, this guy is so angry, and he's seething, and he's unhinged. It's unhinged.
Yeah, and you are a very stable-minded individual with no mental issues
That's just
whatsoever.
fake news he made up in order to get popular.
It's just fake news. No, it's totally the truth. It's totally the truth. Anyone with a brain can see that that's what was
Give me a
happening.
moment.
No,
We don't
it's
need-
not what was happening, though. There's no proof of that.
Gun of
There's one in
DMs.
particular that
We don't
I
need
recall
that.
call him putting out there that I want to show. Yeah, let me take a look what chat's saying. Low-level grifting, poor PPP, gonna have to fillet a surfer for food forever. Nom nom slurp slurp. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, John.
We need to put T-clips on the pipeline, am I right? I'm not sure what you mean by that. By PPP's own logic, he enjoyed Ralph's content. Yeah, you're right.
All right, here's the clip, by the way.
They're just shekel grubbers playing pretend. Yeah.
Or the tweet, rather.
I'm so sick of, like,
Aw,
everyone
man.
giving this guy
What's
a
going on
pass.
here?
And the only other people not giving him a pass is fucking EarJuice, whose ratings are in the toilet. Like, he gets maybe 100 viewers on a good live stream.
Like, imagine being John Michael Kelly and trying to, like, look down your nose at EarJuice. John, like, you have no
Yeah, I'll
audience,
gladly look down at my nose at
no
your
viewers.
juice.
I mean, EarJuice is just maybe a little bit better. But then you criticize me for talking about numbers as you do it yourself, John.
I don't talk about my numbers, though. I go ahead and dunk on these faggots who think they're a big deal because they got X amount of viewers on a live stream. I recognize, full out, I'm not a big deal. I'll never be a big deal. I'm not relevant. That's not my point.
Begging his audience to get... Let me see.
Like, look at this the anger. He wants to watch. He wants people to buy him Call of Duty. Oh, John Michael Kelly gets to the point here in this live stream.
That's another thing. Whenever PPP also LARPs as a conservative, he's a fucking liberal.
Listen to this. This is the last thing I'm gonna show you guys. But like,
Okay, good.
listen
They'll move
to
on
it.
to other shit.
Like, I LARP as a conservative.
Yeah, you're not a conservative, dude.
Take down the alt-right instead of just confronting them directly. That guy, get the fuck out of here. Now Kraut spends his days on kiwi farms hanging out with fellow doxers.
Doxers.
That's the guy that deserves forgiveness because he makes good content now, guys.
But John,
That's another thing.
That's
Whenever
really,
PPP
at the end of the day, I'm sorry to say this. I know you don't like that this is true, even though it is true.
Let's hear it.
And again, John, it's not an ideal world. I wish that, you know, the truth and the stand, and it all mattered a lot more than it does. But really, at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters to the people out there is, are they entertained or not? That's all that really matters.
This is the
At
way
end
it
of the day,
is.
John,
Don't try to
who's more
stand up for any
entertained,
kind of
who's
higher
on-
values.
All that really matters. Everything else is just fucking bullshit in the wind. When
Okay,
it comes to this,
that is
I know
such...
you don't like that. It's not the world you.
But you
wanna
don't
live
agree
in,
with
but
that.
It is in fact the world that you live in. It
But-
is.
You don't agree with that, though. You're just saying that because it's convenient for you in the moment. You went on Nick Ricada's show and said that money and clout and all this other shit wasn't the
Everyone
only
knows
thing
it.
that matters, and we have a moral duty to call shit out when we see it.
Again, which is why I'm hesitant to even challenge him to come on here, but he's not going to. But if he did, all he would say is, "I am your father." 20.
So that's it. I mean, John thinks I'm a liberal. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah, you are. You're a
there's only so much
pot-smoking,
somebody
drunk
can do.
degenerate. You are a
I've done
liberal,
snickerdoodle
and you're a
streams
homosexual.
because
Liberal
I've done
confirmed.
streams like destroying liberals. John's just denying reality to try and say that I'm a liberal. It's just crazy. But at this point in time, I've heard that he is stream sniping this streams.
Yeah, just come on the stream,
So
dude.
let's go have a look at that.
Hot smoking, drunk degenerate. You are
Hey,
a liberal,
PPP's chat.
homosexual. Liberal confirmed.
Yeah, and we're now like echoing into eternity together.
John's just denying reality to try and say
Why
that
don't you
I'm
just
a
debate
liberal.
him, buddy?
It's just crazy.
I don't know.
But at
Yeah,
this
just
point,
come on here and debate me.
You
It's
want to
okay.
debate?
Surfer's right.
that he
No,
is
I know it's
stream
not my
sniping
job
this
to debate
stream
It's
I'm
not-
out here
Yeah,
seething
it's
for
not-
2
on the
hours.
stream.
Well, hold on a minute. Who made it my job to debate John Michael
You're
Kelly?
trying to-
Oh, is
You're
it?
trying
So
to
what?
refute
No,
everything he's saying,
I'm
but
just
you don't
saying.
wanna
I'm
debate
just
him.
saying.
Are
You
scared
debate it.
to debate
Why don't you
people's
debate
champion?
it? It's your job to debate
I
him.
have
It's
no-
your
no
obligation.
debate with
It's
John.
your obligation to debate him.
Trying
It's
to
your
refute
obligation to
everything that
debate
he
him.
says.
It's your obligation
God
to
damn
debate
it.
him.
It's your
I
obligation.
told you to do
I'm
it,
just
so
saying,
therefore you
if
have to
you're
do
gonna
it.
try to
When did
refute
Surfer grow a pair of
everything he
balls?
says, well, give him his fair chance to defend his ideas.
No, I won't.
This is the people's champ.
I
we're
won't.
talking about.
I'm not going to give him any opportunity.
Well, then why do you sit here and scene about it for 2 hours?
Well, he's the one seething. I'm just laughing at his retardation. I mean, he's here like stream sniping me at this point in time.
Not even his
because he's so
IRL
angry.
friend is defending him.
When did Surfer grow a pair of balls?
See? There you go. You've grown a pair of balls, buddy. You've never had a pair of balls.
Grow a pair of balls.
any opportunity.
You know, I don't know, John. Before you were born, when I fucking smacked it off your mom's clit.
Whoa.
You know, when I raw dogged you,
Not
John.
even his IRL friend is defending him.
You know, and that's not saying I'm your father, John. That's just saying that I cream pied your mom in her pussy while she was pregnant with you, John.
I gotta admit, that's better bands than PPP ever
How
made.
did you beat me off, buddy?
Whoa.
There you go, John. How do you feel about that, John?
You know, and that's not like all I do is try to give the guy his fair shake.
I know.
He's gonna tell me about how.
I know. I know. You're his only friend in the world there, Surfer. John's only friend, the only one defending him, and he turns on you immediately.
What?
What a snake. What a bastard you are, John. Surfer's trying to give you a fair shake and a chance.
This Ash should have a hearing
John?
problem?
And you fucking shit on him right away. What a joke you are, John. I know. You're his only friend in the world. So, John, what do you got to say now? The only one defending him, and he
PPP, take your friend Surfer's advice and come on the stream rather than being a pussy.
Surfer's trying to give you a fair shake and a chance.
Does Ash have a hearing problem?
And you fucking shit on him right away. I think you have like a thinking problem, John. What a joke you are, John. I know. You're his only friend in the world. So, John, what do you got to say now? The only one defending him, and he
PPP, take your friend Surfer's advice and come on the stream rather than being a pussy.
John, you could have debated me last night. You ran away.
What are you talking about? That's not gonna happen. I'm not going to Phantom Organization to have a 2-on-1. Come on here, we'll have a 1-on-1.
Just like this.
It is. This is the stream Snipe versus stream. This is the real debate. This is the real debate right now, John.
This is the debate that Trump and Biden should have had for that canceled second debate.
John, you could have debated me last night. You ran away.
What are you talking about? That's
You
not
could
gonna
have debated
happen.
me
I'm not going
last
to Phantom
night.
Organization to have a 2-on-1. Come on here.
It's not a
we'll have
2-on-1.
1-on-1.
You're just afraid. You're afraid, John.
Dude, it's a biased party. We're not going to go ahead.
Stream Snipe not working.
We're not going to have a debate with a clearly biased party that the last time he was there did nothing to oversee anything.
What are you talking about? That's
You
not
could
gonna
have debated me
happen.
last
Phantom
night.
Organization to have a 2-on-1. Come
You
on
know,
here.
John mutes everybody's audio on his stream. Nobody's going to come over there. Like, John talks about wanting to have a fair debate, but then mutes Godwinson.
I didn't mute Godwinson. I lowered his volume down by 30%. You could still hear him perfectly.
He was a completely neutral moderator. Phantom was a completely neutral moderator.
Okay,
Am I
buddy.
wrong?
Sure, he was a complete... Yeah, you are wrong. But, yeah, sure, buddy, we'll believe that. Phantom Organization was totally neutral and not in your pocket. We believe that.
Wrong, John.
I didn't mute Godwinson. I lowered his volume.
You did
down by
mute him.
30%.
You
could
did
still
mute
hear
him.
Perfectly.
He was a completely neutral moderator. Your platform isn't neutral, it's stacked
Okay,
to
buddy.
you.
Sure, he was a complete. Yeah, you are wrong. But yeah, sure, buddy, we'll believe that.
How many
Phantom
fucking like
Organization was
stream
totally
section
neutral.
snipes are we on now? We're on like 5 fucking stream snipe of a stream snipe of a stream snipe. Stack it up, John.
This is why you don't put two mirrors in front of each other. You just go into the abyss.
Hey, John, is it true that you engaged in furry cyber sex there, John?
No, that's not
Is
true.
it true
You should really fact
that
check
you
your
were with
information
Lady
there.
Fuzztail, who was a furry?
No,
And you did
that's
age
not true
play
at
where
all.
You were the much younger person. Is that true?
5 fucking stream snipe of a stream snipe of a stream snipe.
Look at how retarded this is, John.
Why you don't put-
Just come on the stream, dude.
Just go into the abyss.
Hey, John, is it true that you engaged in furry cyber sex there, John?
No, that's not true. You should really fact check your information.
I don't know. Spectre says it's true.
No, that's
Yeah, Spectre is a super sleuth agent who says he has contacts with the
Spectre
Pentagon,
says it's
the
true. He
FBI,
has
and the
these-
Army. Of course, that's all true. Yeah, you're gonna believe that piece of shit. Go ahead.
Retarded this is, John.
just come on the stream, dude.
John, nobody's coming on your stream. Why don't you come on PO's stream where we have a neutral arbitrator and moderator?
PO is not neutral. Fuck Phantom Organization. I'm not ever going to stream ever again. Fuck that.
Yeah,
But you can come on here. This door is open for you.
The FBI and the Army, of course, that's all true. Yeah,
Well,
you
of
don't
course
believe
it's
that piece of
true.
shit. Go
It's
ahead.
all true. It's all true. What's wrong with Spectre? Because he served our country in the armed forces?
Spectre
And
is
you're
stolen
jealous of
valor.
his
You
service?
realize that?
Why don't you thank
PO is not
Spectre?
neutral. Fuck Phantom Organization.
Why don't you
I'm not
thank
ever going to
Spectre
stream
for his
ever
service?
No, you know what? I think Phantom Organization needs to pull through and set the debate up.
Yeah. I'll debate you on the PO show. It's all true. It's all true. What's wrong
Phantom
with Spectre?
Organization
He
knows
served
what
our
he's
country
doing
in the armed
about being a
forces.
neutral
Spectre's
fucking
stolen valor.
arbitrator.
You realize that?
Why don't you
Thank him for his service. Thank him for his service.
No, you know what? I think Phantom Organization needs to pull through and
General Spectre.
Yeah. I'll debate you on the PO show. It's all true. It's all true.
Alright, is that it? We done here? Nah, I just had a hiccup.
Thank him for his service. Thank him for his service.
you know what? I think Phantom Organization needs to pull through and
General Spectre.
It's Spectre, John.
Spectre.
Spectre. And you will thank him for his service now.
Nah,
Thank
he's
him
a
for
piece
his
of shit.
service.
I'm not thanking him for anything. He
Thank
can
him
go.
for his
He can
service,
go ahead
John.
and kill himself.
Thank him for his service.
General Spectre.
It's Spectre, John.
Spectre.
Spectre. And you will thank him for his service now.
Nah,
Thank
he's
him
a
for
piece of
his
shit.
service.
I'm not thanking him for anything. He
Thank
can go.
him for his
he
service.
can
He
go ahead and
served
kill
this
himself.
country. And you won't thank him because you hate the troops, John. You hate our military. You're jealous and resentful of
Yeah,
the heroic
I'm the biggest
work.
anti-military
You think that
guy.
what you did in Gamergate is equivalent to Spectre's work serving our country? What a joke.
Nah, he's a piece of shit. I'm not thanking him for anything.
He served this country, and you won't thank him because you hate the troops, John.
Alright, let's see if we can put it on something else.
You're jealous and resentful of
Yeah,
the heroic.
I'm the biggest
Let's see.
anti-military guy.
What you did in Gamergate is equivalent to Spectre's work.
Hang
It
on a
is
second.
true.
I got an idea.
What a joke.
Well, I found this on
hate our troops.
his
You
thread
hate our troops.
on
You
Cal.
hate the police.
Let's unmute this site. Let's see if we can play this. Let's hear what this has to say.
Recording, yes. Secret PPP recording. Let's fucking do this.
Hang on a second. That sounds like... It's like Mr. Deadman.
There we go.
Alright, we're not listening to that. Let's listen to this.
Mutual benefit. That's what's going on.
Ready for like an IRL fight? You want to throw down?
If I meet Dicker in real life, I will blow his... No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I would blow his fucking brains out because IRL fights are fucking retarded.
Blow your brains out in real life.
Oh, come on, really?
No, I'm saying that I would take
All right.
a shotgun right
We're gonna be done with this because Simp Show is wanting to come on. I'll let this play out for a little bit,
fucking murder your ass, and I don't give a shit about it because you are such a freaking
and then
Go ahead.
I'll have
Fuck me,
Simp Show on for a bit.
I will fucking end your ass.
threaten you with this dumb shit again, or you won't be able to the end of it.
But
You hear me?
you're gonna have an aneurysm if you keep going like this.
This is being recorded.
Bitch, I would rather have an aneurysm when recorded than being saying all this dumb shit than have to leave the conversation at all.
Like, a blessing does not have to be a literal
Why would you
ritual.
have to take
The blessing is the literal ritual.
Who mustn't be made fun of. Where is that? Can you find that?
Oh, John didn't want that played.
He said that you're a great guy and all that.
He didn't want that played.
He's promoted your shit over and over again. He's given him.
Well, hang on a second.
What
Let's go back a
blessing?
bit.
Where is the blessing?
Let's go back a bit.
For his service.
Where's John?
Keep going like
And
this.
this is being recorded.
Bitch, I would rather have an aneurysm when recorded than being saying all this dumb shit than have...
Hang on a minute. Right here. He shows in his DMs with Spectre. Interesting how that works. Let's see. See if we can get this. See if we can adjust this right. Let's blurry. Talking to Daka. He's talking to Bronx. He's talking to this guy over here. Oh, it's got a neat little selection of capos over here. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Showing your Discord Twitter DMs in the public. Got this guy, got that guy. This would be very interesting for me to go through afterwards. He's got Spectre listening to his ear. No wonder he has his cock in his mouth. Anyone surprised by this? Man, oh man, oh man. Wow, something to think about. Just something to think about. Should we enhance this? I don't know if we can actually get a better image of this. It's a little bit of an issue. Let me try going back a bit. Hold on a second. Wow, this guy... Wow, Spectre says he's not into doxing, but here he is going through all kinds of personal information. Huh. And PPP's friends with this guy. Wow, but PPP's the good Christian who wants to go ahead and act triggered, upset, and play victim that I said I want to bully him into suicide. This guy is so... Oh, man. Like, this guy's just so dumb. He just leased all his DMs. His whole capo network has been exposed here. Wow. And no wonder. It's always the gay ops. The gay ops never end, do they? Amazing. And then he wants to go ahead. Let's see what his reaction is at this point, because that'll be fun.
I was not the only one to say this. He'd apparently talked about...
Oh, he's just showing more of the DMs. Oh, this is good for me. I mean, I always knew that Spectre is going around whispering in everyone at my enemy's ears, pretending he's not doing that, lying, saying he's not doing gay ops. I don't think that's the actual Bronx blogger. I think it's a different Bronx guy. Apparently, a dead website held on to because I couldn't validate anything, but then I made it public in December. Apparently, I was not the only one to say this. He'd apparently talked about it, previously in Gamergate, which is part of why GG Revolt tried to never mention him. What the fuck is this guy on about? This guy's just making up conspiracy theories, and PPP's just buying right into it. Wow. Amazing how, lying about people on the internet. No wonder PPP defends that shit. It's because he's a liar himself. He actively engages in gay ops, trying to discredit people's characters, engage in character assassination, and he wants to cry victim about how, holy crap, this guy is so full of shit. This isn't good. PPP, what are you doing? Let's see what he has to say here.
Buying right into it.
It's all true, John.
Wow.
He has proof.
Amazing how
he has proof.
Lying about people on the
So,
internet.
here's what's going to happen now, John. Here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to bring Spectre on, and he's going to tell us and show us his receipts. And we'll find out if he's lying or not, John.
He is lying. I can guarantee that.
You're crying the victim.
Go ahead and have him on.
You're the one that's full of shit. And you do sound like a bootleg gator.
See what he has to say here.
It's all true, John.
Wow.
He has proof.
Amazing how
He has proof.
lying about people on the
So,
internet.
here's what's going to happen now.
Have Spectre on. Go ahead.
I'm going to bring Spectre on, and he's going to tell us and show us his receipts. And we'll
Okay.
find out if he's lying or not, John.
He is lying. I can
But he's
guarantee
telling the
that.
truth. I can guarantee
Go
you
ahead
are
and have
lying.
him on.
I can guarantee you're the one that's lying, John.
Go ahead and have Spectre on. Have him show the screenshots that don't substantiate anything.
He's cope laughing. Because he does sound like a bootleg gator.
Cope laughing? No, I'm
He
laughing at
does
your
sound
ass
like a
because the
bootleg
reality
gator.
is you've got nothing.
I will.
he's telling the truth, I can guarantee you're lying. I can guarantee you're the one that's lying, Sean.
Go ahead and have Spectre on. Have him show the screenshots that don't substantiate.
It will substantiate all of it.
Because he does sound like
Okay, you want to stand by that?
No, I'm laughing at your
It's a cult.
The reality
It's
is
a cult.
you've got nothing.
It's a cult.
I will.
It's a cult.
Maz is gonna be on the stream. Just
Well,
wait.
I guess since we're here, we may as well start reading John Michael Kelly's Kiwi Farms thread.
Oh man, this guy's so mad.
Go ahead and have Spectre on. Have him show the
Whenever drama occurs on the internet, certain individuals insert themselves into the conversation. If not taking a proactive approach in perpetuating the drama themselves, well, observers usually note and dismiss these individuals as
All right.
drama whores. Some hold the potential of evolving into full-blown lol cows.
I'm not gonna have PPP go ahead and like share like if PPP wants to come after me, he's free to do that. But if he wants to go on the Kiwi Farms thread and go through like all this personal information that he knows is there, nah, fuck you. Fuck that. I'm not gonna let this guy go ahead and play like him reading off my thread where he's gonna go through like the stuff about me. I'll gladly read off another time. But if he's gonna go into like personal shit with family and stuff like that, nah, get the fuck out of here. That's not what this show's about. So let's see. All right, I did promise what's his name to come on. Let's see. Hold on just a second. I'm going to take a short break. Put on some music in the background. Let me see if I can get some of that. Let's see if I can put that up. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. And we'll have a nice image of Joe Biden wearing sunglasses. And then, let's see. Put on some music. I can get it. All right, I'll be back in a bit. back. Okay, so I'm gonna have. We'll go back to just PvP streams soon, but right now I'm gonna have a guest on who wanted to call me out because unlike PvP, I'm not afraid to have people on my channel. So if he wants to join, he can meet me in the server. I'm in the colon section. He can just move to pub. Apparently it's someone named the Simp Show. So if he wants to come on, he can come on. If not, we're going to move on to something else. And then we'll go ahead and put something else on. Let me just address the chat real quick, see what people are saying. Let's see. I'm going to go through the chat. I missed a lot of comments while I was gone. Okay. I'm coming for JMK. Best of luck to you. All clip channels must burn. Hot take right there. This is getting a bit absurd. Seething. I guess I should hand over the Patreon I created for Grim Cheers. Give gold. Put the video back on PPP chat. I want to see him shadow Jannied. Alright, we'll move back to that for a second unless what's his name has decided to show up. I'm gonna tag him, see if he's there. Alright, let's go ahead and tune in, see what's going on with this. I guess I should hand over the Patreon I created for Grim Cheers.
Holy shit.
Gold. Put the video back on PP chat.
He began receiving a bit of notoriety. Kelly aligned himself with Theodore Morgan Najo,
this again.
infamously known as Thidrin. Thidrin and his ilk were the dark underbelly of Gamergate, originating from the group Burgers and Fries.
Oh man.
This group called upon the ending of careers.
Gonna have him on.
And even the lives of these celebs involved in Gamergate.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this once. You can come on the show if you want, but you can't be spamming the audio. That's not what you're here for.
Little cock. He refused. In truth, Kelly was involved in the splinter group known as Gamergate.
And that was it. So let's just go back to PPP's Sperging out.
Okay.
Kelly applied the triangle into his Twitter name, which was a symbol used by group members.
Spamming the audio. That's not what you're here for.
What a loser you are, John. You've quit on the stream Snipe completely.
He says while he's on the stream
Snipe completely because I'm reading your Kiwi Farms thread because you can't handle it.
And that was it. So let's just go back to PPP's.
Let's go back to reading his Kiwi Farms thread there.
Applied the triangle into his Twitter name, which was a symbol used by group members.
He doesn't even get how any of this shit works. The whole triangle thing was a meme. It wasn't a signal that you're part of a group.
Video is gone because Ralph got yeeted from YouTube. Kelly would appear on later episodes of the Kill Stream. And notice here, guys. Oh, he's gonna show it. We're gonna show it all. Good. Okay, John, I'm glad you grew some nuts today.
Dude, you're not even coming on the show.
Kelly would appear on later episodes of the Kill Stream with Ralph. Afterwards,
It wasn't a signal that you're part of a group.
it was a signal that you were part of
No,
a group.
it wasn't.
Why would they
The
write
Kiwi
that?
Farms thread is full of liars. That's the problem with Kiwis. They make shit up all the time. It's inaccurate. They never reached out for me for comment. They never went to this other person that they're blaming me for his actions on.
I think it did. Kelly would appear on later episodes of the Kill Stream with Ralph. Afterwards, this attachment later proved costly.
Yeah, but the problem with the Kiwi Farms thread is this stuff is not even true.
Users from Cal posted a questionable docs that led to some hilarity later. So they have to give you, people on Kiwi Farms have to give you the right of reply? Is that what you think? Like,
isn't that a good Christian attitude, PPP, or is that a LARP?
They don't come to me and
Yeah,
say,
you
hey,
kiss their ass. You go ahead and bend down to them and kiss up to them. And then you go ahead, read their lies and false information on stream, so that way everyone else can go ahead and take into it.
Why does it bother you so much?
The reason it bothers me is because people like you all the time believe it's true, and the truth never comes out.
Kelly's status from hanger-on to cow on the farm, save for these threads.
Isn't that a good Christian attitude, PPP, or is that a lark?
What are you talking about? What a retard.
8th commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
He's gonna talk about Christianity.
This is the reality. Like, he's a Catholic.
That's not even a Christian.
He's a Catholic. You're not a Christian.
Catholicism is the one true church of Jesus Christ.
You take the name of the Catholic Church upon yourself.
I call myself a
You're
Christian
not a
all the
Christian,
time.
John. You worship an earthly man and
No,
call
I do
him your
not.
father.
Catholics do not worship
You
the Pope.
believe that the Pope is infallible.
You don't understand what infallibility
Thou
is.
shalt not bear false witness. How can I control what people on Kiwi Farm say?
You are bearing
They
false
say a lot
witness
of
by
bad
repeating
things
the
about
lies
you,
as truth
idiot.
when you know better.
Catholicism is the one true church of Jesus Christ.
Is it?
Yes.
Prove it.
Go ahead, read the part.
One true apostolic.
Go ahead, read the Bible. It's right there. Christ gave the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever shall bind on earth shall be loosed in earth. Shall be loosed in
Infallibility
heaven.
means you do nothing wrong. So when
That's
Pope
not what that
Francis
means.
says gay marriage is acceptable, is that an infallible statement, or is the Pope wrong?
The criteria for infallibility was codified in the Vatican First Council. You should probably look that up before you
Pope
criticize
Francis, when he
this.
says climate change is a problem in this world that we have to tackle, is he infallible?
Well, I think that's more of a scientific issue, not something you understand either.
But John, he says you are Peter, Petros, the little rock.
That's
and
not
I
what.
am the Christ, Petra, the big rock, and on this.
Then why
rock
did he say,
that I am the
"Whatever you
Christ,
shall,
I will
upon
build
this
my
rock
church."
I shall build
He
my
didn't
church"?
build his
That's what he
church on
said.
Peter. He built his church on that he was the Christ.
That's not true.
You're
That's
an
Protestants
idiot, John.
misconstruing things. Read
It's
the
a
full
classic
verse.
misinterpretation of
It is
Scripture.
not a classic
Go back to the
misinterpretation of
original
Scripture.
Koine Greek, and the words for rock are different. For Peter and for Christ, they're different.
No, they're not.
You don't even know that.
Then why did he say, "Whatever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, whatever you shall loose on
He's
earth
talking
shall be
about
loosed
the
in heaven"?
church. Anything for the church will be given the keys. Us in the church will be given the keys to the kingdom.
Specifically,
You are an idiot. You
Peter.
don't even
That's
know
why
if
he
you've heard
singled
this
out
argument
Peter,
before.
because Peter was able to correctly
No,
identify that
I'm
Christ was the
actually
Son of
correct,
God,
John.
and that
And that's 'cause
on
I
top
know
of that,
this stuff.
Peter was the first
Yes, I
among
am,
many,
John.
and he also told Peter,
is your
"Go
rebuttal?
feed my sheep," repeatedly.
That's for Christians. Whatever we, the Christians.
That is a common
church
Protestant
bind
lie.
on earth
Christ
will be
established
bound in heaven.
the
Not
apostles
Peter.
as his first priests, and
Not
the
Peter.
and
Peter
and
denied
as the
Christ 3
apostolic
times.
line
Hey,
that
hey,
they handed
John,
down from
John,
their
John,
successors
did Peter
downwards.
ever visit Rome? Did Peter ever visit Rome?
What does that have to do with anything? It doesn't
Did
refute
Peter
anything
ever
I'm
visit
saying here.
Rome? Did Peter ever visit Rome?
Why don't you just come on? If you're gonna debate, like have an actual debate here across these two
that's a
streams,
Protestant lie.
dude,
No,
just
it's
come
not
on
just
here.
the
We can have this
church
debate out. It'll be much easier
that
at this
you tried
point.
to keep from people. Your church didn't want people to read. Your church wanted the
That is
Bible
not
only in
true.
Latin
The
so no
Catholic
one could
Church was the
understand.
only thing
Your
during the
church took
Dark and the
money
Middle
to
Ages
forgive
to
sin.
preserve
Your church
the
molested
wealth of knowledge that
children.
humanity had
If Peter
as
never
disposal,
went to Rome,
including the Bible,
then
including
why is
sacred
the seat of the
scriptures,
church
etc.
in Rome? It's insane. Peter never
It's
went
not
to Rome.
insane. You're
an
just not
idiot.
familiar with church
You
history,
have
or not
no
familiar with
idea.
biblical
I
history.
don't debate you because you're an idiot.
You're
that
debating
doesn't
me
even
right
know the
now.
basics.
You're debating me across the
You can't
stream,
even
but you're
get
still
to the
debating me,
next stage of
PPP.
this argument.
Ashton, I
You
can
can't
get
even
to
the next stage of this argument.
What am I overlooking? Point it out.
Your church
The wealth of knowledge that humanity had as disposal, including the Bible, including
Why is the church based in Rome? Paul has a better claim to have established the church at Rome. Your church tries to claim Peter established the church at Rome, but Peter never visited Rome.
What are you talking about? Peter was martyred at Rome, and his body was buried in the basilica.
Ashton, I am your father, John. I am
Look,
your
this is his
father.
level of competency in debate. All he could do is scream, "I am your father," when these facts are presented to him, and he
All
can't
right,
counter
let's
these
go,
facts.
John.
Why don't you just DM me on Discord and let's just have this debate?
What about
You know,
Matthew 23:9?
I came on John's zygote.
Matthew
when his mother was
23:9.
pregnant with him, but even I won't say that I'm John's father. 'cause I
Matthew-
have a responsibility.
Matthew 23:9. Matthew 23:9. Do not call anyone on earth Father, for you have one Father and he is in heaven. Matthew 23:9.
That's being taken out of context. You don't know what you're talking about. You call your own dad your own earthly dad your father. Christ called his own foster father his father. That's not that you're taking that completely out of context.
Earthly man your father in direct contradiction of Christ, and you laugh at it because you're a blasphemer.
I'm not a blasphemer. You're taking that out of context. You don't know what proper exegesis is.
When we try and have a serious discussion, you are uneducated. And
I know what I'm talking about. You're not able to refute the point.
It's taking it out of context. Let's read all of Matthew.
Dude, just come on stream and we can read this part, those parts of the Bible together and take it into context.
Let's read all of. He's talking about the.
Dude, just come on the stream at this point.
People very similar to the Catholic Church. Then Jesus spoke to the multitudes and to his disciples, saying, "The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. Therefore, whatever they tell you to observe, that observe and do, but do not do according to their works, for they say and do not do." I'm not going to go on your show, so you can mute my microphone.
I'm not going to mute your mic.
So I can mute you when you try to read me scripture.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and invite me on your stream where you have control and you can moderate the discussion. I'll accept those terms.
Why don't you shut your fucking mouth? Why don't you have respect for the words of Christ and shut your mouth?
You don't understand what the words of Christ are. You probably think the King James Bible, King James Version is the most definitive version of the Bible out there.
Because I'm just reading the scriptures, and he won't even let me read the scriptures because he's autistic. Oh, okay there, John. No, I think I prefer it this way, John.
Oh, you prefer it this way because you prefer shouting across two different streams. Okay.
You don't understand what the words of Christ are. You probably think the King James Bible, King James Version, is the most definitive version of the Bible.
Because it is!
It is not.
Because it is!
Then why does it have several errors in it that multiple theologians, Protestant theologians, have documented?
Is the legitimate version? What an idiot you are,
And if the King James Version was the definitive version, why were you citing the original Greek in the first place,
because
you
say
hypocrite?
I'm taking it out of context. The context supports my position, John.
It does not support your position.
When earthly men are taking titles for themselves like the Pharisees were. Like
then why did Christ institute earthly men to go forth and evangelize in his name?
One time for all time. Man doesn't deserve titles like pastor, like father.
Yes, they do.
Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
True humility is not disregarding any kinds of titles or anything like that. That's just so dumb.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds to stop.
Stop what? Just come on the stream here or invite me on yours.
Let me read Matthew 23.
Christ institute earthly men to go forth and evangelize in his name.
That wasn't to give them a title. Did Paul ever say father? I know, in fact, for a fact that he said they rebuked.
That's what the church decided. Whatever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
You won't shut up. Okay.
Stop what? Just come on the stream here or invite me on yours.
You won't stop talking, John.
You can just come on, or you can go ahead and fuck off and do something else. It's your choice.
Did Paul ever say father? On your father? 1 Corinthians 3:4. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 4.
You're bouncing all over the Bible. Why don't we go ahead and read it in context?
I follow Paul and another I follow Apollo. Are you not mere human beings? You won't stop talking. So when somebody says they follow the Pope, is not the Pope just a mere human being?
The Pope is the vicar of Christ. He has the authority of the first among the apostles and also of the supremacy of the papacy.
Read it in context. I've been trying to, and you refuse to allow me.
Then why are you jumping to like 4 different books in one stream?
What we're going to do is we're going to go back to his Kiwi Farms thread because he has no interest in actually discussing the Bible because he doesn't understand it.
PPP runs away from the Christianity debate. Catholics win again.
He's the vicar.
Of the first among the apostles and also of the supremacy of the papacy.
Wait a minute. You're saying that he was first amongst the apostles?
Yeah, that's correct.
Let's go to Matthew 26, where the disciples ask, which of us is greater? Which of us is greater than the other? And Christ says that none of you are.
PPP runs away from the Christianity debate. Catholics win again.
He's the vicar.
What an idiot, guys.
I'm an idiot. I'm not the one running away from a debate.
I'm ironically thinking that Catholics win, and that Catholics are the ones.
If it weren't for us Catholics, you Protestants wouldn't exist today.
You know, like, it's just such a retarded fucking mindset.
Greater than the other. And Christ says that none of you are.
PPP runs away from the Christianity debate. Catholics win again.
He's the vicar. What an idiot, guys.
I'm an idiot. I'm not the one running away from a debate.
You are an idiot, John. We're going to go back to reading your Kiwi Farm stuff because you don't get...
Catholics, you Protestants wouldn't exist today.
What are you talking about? That's just...
Don't you
retarded.
understand your history? You came from several lines of several sects of several heresies.
The kingdom will never pass away. It doesn't depend on the Catholic Church. The kingdom of God will never pass away. It doesn't depend on your earthly king.
Without the first century Church of Christ, your Catholic Church would never.
The first century Church of Christ was the same Catholic Church as it is today.
Exactly. You don't have an argument.
I do have an argument. We have the apostolic descent. We have the passing from one priest to another priest, the laying on hands that go ahead and confirm each priest each priest from a previous priest, etc., so on and so forth.
GG Revolt comrade and Lolcow, Seattle for Truth, confronted Kelly in a debate moderated by Thidron. Oh, really? So when the church met on the day of Pentecost, was it in Rome?
It doesn't matter that it isn't in Rome. If we decide that the seat of where the Pope is going to be in Rome, that's our decision to make.
Acts chapter 2. Did that happen in Rome? Did they say be baptized every one of you in the name of the Roman Catholic Church? Or did they say be baptized every one of you in the name of Jesus Christ?
Specifically in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, as was instructed by Jesus Christ as the necessary sacrament of baptism in order for all men to be saved, which must be done by the performing of water over the head.
You don't even know your own position.
No, I know my position.
You don't even know your own position.
I know my own position. Just come on the stream, PPP.
Well, GG Revolt self-immolated. Ralph's sins came to light, and members of Bath or Baphomet had enough. They doxed Ralph, and they included GG Revolt members as targets.
He doesn't even know the history of what he's talking about. I can give a better history lesson than this.
By pouring water over the head. So when Jesus was baptized and he came up out of the water, was water poured on Christ's head when he came up out of the water? No, by necessary inference, when Christ was baptized, who was our example, he was immersed in water. He came up out of the water. It wasn't by pouring on his head. And why is baptism necessary? It says so in Acts 2, for the remission of sins. For the remission of sins.
It says you must be baptized by... You must be baptized in order to become a Christian. This has been done multiple times in the Bible. That's why the families were all baptized in Acts. That's why Christ instructed, unless you... Hang on a second. I gotta pull up the specific scripture verses here.
What a stupid moron.
Give me a moment.
It says so in Acts 2, for the remission of sins.
It says you must be baptized by...
You
must be baptized in order to...
See, I think it was John 5:5. Is that correct or no?
Yes!
That's why the families were all baptized.
But is it by immersion, John? Point me an example that's not by immersion. Point me an example about baptism that's not by immersion. You have no idea what you're even talking about.
It says by water over... It says by water. Yeah, you've been a bad Christian your whole life. That's why you eat on stream, commit the sin of gluttony every day. It's why you're 400 pounds. It's why also you smoke weed. It's why you get drunk. Drunkenness being condemned in the Bible.
You have no claim to anything because you're fucking clueless.
I'm not clueless. You don't know what you're talking about. Your preacher was a liar. Your grandfather's work was for nothing. All he did was work for the ruination of souls and didn't even bother to go ahead and lead people to the true faith.
By water, by immersion. You are just deflecting from the argument because
I'm not deflecting from the argument, PPP. You don't need to be immersed entirely in water with a Georgian baptism. You only need to have the water poured over the person in one manner or another.
He knows so much more about the Bible than you, John. You would be put to shame. Put to shame,
Is
John.
that why he's leading people away from the one true Catholic Church?
Point to an
Christ
example
never
of
said there was
baptism by
multiple
pouring
valid
in the New
churches. There's
Testament.
only one church that's
And I
valid.
will apologize and kiss your feet.
From the argument, PPP, you don't need to be immersed entirely in the water with a Georgian baptism.
So where does scriptural authority come from?
Poured over the person in one manner.
I don't know, PPP. You're the guy who worships a book. I follow the true teaching of Jesus Christ.
Therefore, you have no authority for baptism by pouring. You don't even know.
I just blindly believes there's some old pedophile in this Catholic church tells him to believe.
You don't even understand. Like, everyone's a sinner, John. Just by pointing out that I commit sins doesn't make my scriptural arguments
But Christ
invalid.
never said sin and go sin boldly. Christ said sin no more. Your sins are forgiven. Sin no more. That's what he said. But you repeatedly, over and over again, commit mortal sins every single day and don't have any forgiveness for them.
He doesn't understand exogenesis. He's
just got no idea, you know. He's just spewing nonsense.
Everyone's a sinner, John. Just by pointing out that I commit sins doesn't make my scripture.
Oh, man.
Christ never said sin and go sin boldly. Christ said sin no more. Your sins are forgiven. Sin no more.
It doesn't matter, John.
It does matter, because if you're not truly repentative of your sinful behavior and you do not change your ways, your sins are not forgiven. You retain them.
Not sin, John. You're perfect, right, John? You don't sin.
I don't claim to be perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. Of course I've sinned. Everyone sins. But I recognize when I do sin as something that is bad and needs to be
John. This
fixed.
is what you want. This is what people want, really?
Then just come on stream with me, dude.
You're not answering the question of whether or not you're a sinner.
You retain them.
What good is saying you're sorry if you're not actually truly repentative of that?
So then why are you throwing stones?
John, what are your sins?
What are your sins then?
I don't have to be judged by a couple of Protestants here on the stream, all right?
Then just come on stream with me, dude.
No. No, so you can mute me?
John, I think it's
Then
time
invite me to your stream.
I think it is time to repent of your blasphemy against God. Saying that you can be saved by pouring. Saying that you can be saved by pouring. There's no proof for that. You are leading people into hell by telling them their sins can be
No,
forgiven
I'm
by
not.
pouring
What are you
of
talking
water.
about? There's no authority from which you can stem from. Your authority comes from heretical sects that shift away from the one true church that Christ instituted.
The guy's gonna cry about Protestants, so meanwhile no one here is a Protestant.
Protestants
I'm not a
destroyed
Protestant.
Europe.
I'm a Christian. Sorry, John.
Hey, Ashton, I have a question for you. If you're not a Protestant, then riddle me this. Are you saved by faith alone or faith through works?
You are, though.
There's no authority from which you can stem from. Your authority comes from heretical sects that shift away from the one true church.
The one true church.
Yeah, Christ spoke of one church, not multiple churches. They can't all be correct.
John, it was just a joke. You know, I didn't actually have sex with your mother when she was pregnant with you. Like, it was just a joke, buddy. There's no heretical
Sorry for
sex.
explaining how jokes
not
work.
saying-
Okay.
You're not saved by faith alone, John. Are you retarded?
Then why
That's a
aren't you
Baptist
Catholic at
argument.
this
I'm
point?
Church of Christ. We're saved by grace through faith. How do you demonstrate your faith? Through works. Through works we demonstrate our faith. James 2, faith without works is dead. You are scripturally ignorant and do not understand
Wow,
the terms
Ashton
with
actually
which
has
you're
the right
using.
right
I will
take,
ask you
but
a simple
he's still a
question,
prot?
John. Do infants have sin?
I gotta look that
Do
up.
infants have sin?
They have the
infants have sin?
Do infants have sin? Of course they do. The original sin that was bestowed upon them by Adam.
You don't understand my theology. It's so far advanced beyond you.
So far advanced beyond me. I don't understand why you just don't become a Catholic, PPP, if you're going to believe in a very central tenet like that.
Ashton actually has the right take, but he's still a prot.
Do infants have sin?
I gotta look it up.
Infants have sin.
They have the original.
You don't even know James 2?
The original sin.
No, I know. I'm very familiar with James 2.
Really? Original sin, right? That's what you believe in.
So far advanced beyond me. I
Yeah.
don't understand why you just don't become a Catholic.
Why don't you go to Ezekiel chapter 19 where it reads, the sins of the Father are not the sins of the Son. So there can be no original sin, John. There can be no original sin, John.
That is antithetical to all Christianity. Original sin needs to have been imparted upon the world in order to prevent people from having to get, in order for the fall of man to be have any explanation whatsoever. Otherwise, Christ's sacrifice on the cross was meaningless.
The soul who sins shall die. The Son shall not bear the guilt of the Father, nor the Father.
They're not
bear
referring
the
to
guilt
original
of the
sin,
Son.
which
The
is not.
righteousness of the
No, you're
righteous
misunderstanding.
shall be upon him.
Original sin is the sin of Adam that is imparted on all of mankind. It is not
The Bible
the specific
itself
actions.
is now antithetical to Christianity.
No, it's not. What are you talking
Prove
about?
What verse? What verse proves original sin?
I'm not playing this game
Where's
where I
your
have to
verse?
go ahead and refute every cherry-picked verse you pull out. That is ridiculous.
They're not referring to original sin, which is not. No, you're misunderstanding. Original sin is the sin of Adam that is imparted.
So how can Adam's sins? How can if the sins of the Father don't go to the sins of the Son? How can Adam's
Because there's sins that have a state, such as original sin, and then there's actual sin, which is sins that one commits in their earthly life, which is what they're going ahead, which is what that would have to be referring to.
You baptize. So then, John, if an infant dies and isn't baptized, do they go to hell? How can, if the sins of the Father don't go to the sins of the Son? How can
Because there's sins that have a state, such as original sin, and then there's actual sin, which is sins that one commits in their earthly life.
Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense that Christ died on the cross. Doesn't he get this?
So why is it necessary to get a baptism for original sin then if it wouldn't send you to hell?
Because in order, you have to wipe that sin from your soul. If you're denying the doctrine of original sin, you're not even a real Christian at that point.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't have an answer.
Well, the guy doesn't know.
Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense that Christ died on the cross. Doesn't he get this?
So why is it necessary to get a baptism for original sin then if it wouldn't send you to hell? He has no answer.
Because in order, you have to wipe that sin from your soul.
So then an infant would go to hell in your opinion.
Well, so an infant.
An infant would go to hell then.
What else is there? What else is there?
An infant? Then why does Jesus say, "Suffer little children, let they come unto me"? Children are sinless.
Again,
he's
misconstruing that verse again. That verse refers to sin of scandal. Don't lead them astray. Actually, go ahead and read it.
What if a child is conceived and aborted? Do they go to hell then for original sin? They never had a chance to be baptized? You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Then why does Jesus say, "Suffer little children, let they come unto me"? Children are sinless.
Again, you're misconstruing that verse again. That verse refers to sin of scandal. Don't lead them astray. Actually, go ahead and read it.
What if a child is conceived and aborted? Do they go to hell then for original sin? They never had a chance to be baptized? You don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Then tell me. Answer the questions.
What question am I not answering to
You're
your
a
liking?
false teacher, and you're leading people
I'm
to
not
hell.
a false teacher.
And
You are,
say,
PPP.
Because I drink or I smoke or I'm fat,
You get drunk.
what I say
You
about
commit the sin of
scriptures is wrong
gluttony.
based on that.
You defend
No, you're an
pedophiles like
ignorant
Joshua
false
Connor
teacher.
Moon.
And even though you might appear more white than me, you appear more
What?
clean than me, even though you have furry cyber sex and fuck your sister.
I don't do either of those
doesn't make
things.
Your argument's true, John.
Those things
You've
aren't
been
true,
blown
though.
out. I'm literally reading the Bible to you. I am quoting scriptures. You have no scriptures, John. You have no leg to stand on. You are a wolf in sheep's clothing trying to send people to hell because you don't get it.
Pedophiles like Joshua Connor Moon.
No, I don't defend Joshua
Then
Connor.
call out Joshua Connor Moon for being a pedophile.
You have to deflect to Joshua Moon because you have no biblical argument. You have nothing to stand on. Confess your sins now and repent. Confess your sins and repent.
You're not a priest. I'm not confessing my sins to you.
Because of how ignorant you are. Your church molests children and you defend a church that molests children.
I don't defend
But
child
you'll say I
molestation.
am
Go ahead,
evil.
hang them.
And I defend Josh. You defend a church that molests children. You should repent for your sins, you blasphemer.
But you won't call out Josh for being a pedophile, will you?
And put the authority of a man above it. I've had enough. I've had enough of that, John. I've had enough of that, John.
You know I'm right about Josh, which is why you're getting mad, which you don't want to go down this path.
Right now for you, as you defend a church that molests children.
Go ahead, hang them.
And I defend Josh. You defend a church that molests children.
should repent for your sins, you blasphemer.
But you won't call out Josh for being a pedophile, will you?
Prove he's a pedophile.
I have.
Why do
You
I
can
have
go
to
ahead and
defend
look
him
at the
anyway? You are
Blockland
an
forum
idiot.
posts.
This is
Go
the
ahead and look up
biblical discussion,
the sites he was looked up that he was involved into.
Because you have not a leg to stand on, you fucking loser. You loser. You loser.
You call me a loser. I'm not the one kissing Neville's ring.
You have no framework for anything.
No, I have the framework that was handed down by Christ, his apostles, and his and their descendants. They're the people that they taught traditions of Christ.
He was 13 years old.
He was not 13 years old. No, bullshit. He was 20 when he did that, not 13. What the fuck are you talking about? She was a 14-year-old girl that he was sexually harassing over the internet. And even if he was 13,
me money and free merchandise. I've never kissed
even if he was 13, that wouldn't justify any of that because people don't do that sick shit.
You have the framework of a man. In a move of self-preservation, GG Revolt made a video feebly attempting to memory hole the debacles caused by John Kelly.
That's not what that video's about. Go watch it.
The commentators were not having it and called them out on their omitting of Kelly's antics. Do you know what's sad, John? Do you know what's sad? That you know the exploits of Joshua Moon better than you know the Bible. You know the exploits of Joshua Moon better
but
than
you still defend Joshua Connor Moon.
I will give it to you that Josh is a pedophile if you give it to me that the Catholic Church molests children and is fraudulent. How about that?
No, I'm not going to go ahead and concede that.
You know more about Joshua Moon and his pedophile activities than you do about the Church of Jesus Christ. And that's sad.
You can claim that all you like. The fact of the matter is, I'm not standing for a pedophile. You are.
You lost the argument on baptism because you have nothing, and now you resort back to Josh.
You don't even believe in baptism.
You won't concede that the Catholic Church molests children. It's just a fact. Joshua Moon and his pedophile activities than you do about the Church of Jesus Christ. And that's sad.
You can claim that all you like. The fact of the matter is, I'm not standing for a pedophile. You are.
You stand for a pedophile church.
Who do you think rapes more children, John? The Catholics or the Jews? Answer me that.
Imagine Surfer with the hot takes there.
What? John, who rapes more children? Is it the Catholics or is it the Jews?
Well, the Catholics don't have a ritual where they go ahead and suck the penis of the boy.
John. The whole thing of being Church of Christ is baptism. You are so ignorant to everything, John. It's just ridiculous.
Imagine Surfer with the hot takes there.
What? John, who rapes more children? Is it the Catholics
oh, man.
or is it the Jews?
Well, the Catholics don't have a ritual where they go ahead and suck the penis of the boy.
Well, Catholics don't practice circumcision. You are so ignorant to everything, John. It's just ridiculous. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know my position.
Dude, what I don't get about this is if you want to have this discussion about the Bible and take it in a serious manner, why don't we go on a platform where we can do it in a way where people can easily hear us and then we can have these arguments recited. This is something very important to you.
He doubts that the church he's a part of rapes less children than Jews. You know, like, what the fuck? You know, how can you truly believe in this church, John? Like, are you retarded? Do you not have a brain, buddy?
Yeah, Surfer, the problem with your argument there is that just because people sin and because they're members of the church, that doesn't invalidate the theology that's been put forth.
Because the Jews have a ritual. You know, like... Okay, buddy.
I'm pretty sure that Jews going ahead and sucking the penis of the boy is far worse when that's embedded in their religion. And if you can't tell the difference between someone acting out of line and someone acting in accord with their faith, then I can't help you there.
Oh, so you admit my argument now, that just because I personally sin, it doesn't invalidate my theology.
The problem with that argument is that that's not the argument I made. But here's a problem, Ashton. That's not the argument I made. The argument I made is that you don't actually believe in what you're talking about, because if you did, you would stop sinning. That was my point. Not that your theology is invalid or your arguments are invalid because because you're a bad sinner, but because you sin and because you so profusely sin without any reflection or changing your ways in years and years and years.
You know, like if they rape children.
That's the problem.
Why do you call them father? Why do you give them that respect?
So if these Catholic priests molest children, why do you call them father? Why do you respect their authority?
Not every single member of the church is a pedophile or rapes a kid. That's such a smear from the left, which I would figure from you because you're a liberal.
John, you lost on whether or not Peter is the keys to the kingdom of heaven. And
it's right there in the verse. You can look it up yourself.
Then you lost on whether or not baptism should be pouring or immersion. Then you lost on original sin. Now you've lost on this idea that my points are invalidated because I personally sinned. The losing never ends when it comes to John.
That wasn't my argument, though, Ashton.
From the left.
Ashton, if you actually listen to what I had to say, that wasn't the argument.
Are you fucking retarded, John?
You're a liberal because you are in favor of pot smoking, you're in favor of excess drinking, you're in favor of this do whatever you want culture. Nothing matters because I could just ask for God for forgiveness. You didn't explain the verse. It's bullshit. It doesn't explain how Christ specifically referred to Peter as the one to hold the keys to the kingdom. It's very clear that Christ is instituting Peter as the rock of his church.
It was your argument. What was your argument? What was your argument?
To repeat myself, the argument that I made was that you do not actually believe in the things that you say because you're not reflective of your Christian values.
That's not liberalism.
It is liberalism. If you believe in all this degenerate shit.
Alcohol? So, John, your position is that we should ban alcohol when Christ turned water into wine?
My position isn't we should ban alcohol. My position is that as conservatives, we should have a low tolerance for drunkenness and not promote that stuff like you do. You get drunk. You don't just take a sip of beer like you lie and say you do. You actively get wasted on your live streams.
I don't think you believe in the things you say. That's about equally as valid as you saying that.
I can tell you don't believe in the things you say based on your actions.
My position isn't we should ban alcohol. My position is that as conservatives, we should have a low tolerance for drunkenness and not promote that stuff like you do.
I'm not promoting it. I'm not telling anyone to get drunk. I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting it. Why did God create marijuana, John? Because God created it, and everything God's created is good. Why did God create it?
Why did God forbid drunkenness? It doesn't, just because you can do bad things with things God created, doesn't mean that because God created those things, it's good. That's a dumb argument.
I'm not promoting it. I'm not telling anyone to get drunk. I'm not promoting it. I'm not promoting it. Why did God create marijuana, John? Because God created it, and everything God's created is good. Why did God create it?
Why did God forbid drunkenness? It doesn't just because you can do bad things with things God created. Doesn't mean that because
yes, you do. You actively go on Twitter and say, I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to get wasted. I'm going to have a mukbang.
Well, he was saying something to the effect of because Catholics rape kids, it doesn't invalidate their theology. Me getting drunk doesn't invalidate my theology on baptism. It doesn't invalidate my theology on original sin.
It's the exact same argument.
Great, then stop sinning, Ashton. Start improving your life and stop being such a fuck-up. Stop engaging in all this scurrilous behavior, this prideful behavior, this boastful behavior that you do on a regular basis, and actually live up to the Christian values that you claim to aspire to.
Because they don't exist.
No, they do. They're out there. I've shown them on my stream before.
They don't exist. Pull them up.
Okay.
Where are the tweets
hang on a
saying
second.
I'm going to get drunk?
I got a screenshot.
I don't tweet that. You're an idiot.
Then stop sinning, Ashton.
Stop sinning. Live a perfect life. The fact that I'm not a perfect example and I preach the gospel does more than you.
Alright, let's go ahead and find that.
Okay.
John, you don't live up to Christian. Hey, John, you watch pornography. You watch furry pornography. You
No, I
watch
don't.
Lolicon. You defend that stuff.
I don't watch lolicon or furry pornography. What the
John?
fuck are you talking about? Here it is. Celebratory mukbang. Now, for those who don't know, a mukbang is when you go ahead and gorge yourself on camera for the entertainment of the audience. Engage in all kinds of inordinate eating in order to satisfy your gut instead of going ahead and...
Who cares?
eating food in a proper manner.
And the thing of it is that gluttonous?
Yeah,
I had
it
a
is.
red lobster meal with a lobster and a steak. Is that gluttony?
You had like a whole, you had the whole restaurant there, dude. And you're extremely fat and overweight, and you're dying because of it. Yeah, that's gluttony.
I don't think you understand anything, John. Why don't you play the clip of me eating lobster and steak? Eating lobster and steak isn't a mukbang.
Like, you call it a mukbang right here.
Is that a mukbang to you? Is that an unacceptable amount of
How
food?
many chicken tendies are gonna fit in that fat gullet of yours? Get some veggies in that meal at least.
No, I didn't. You're an idiot, John.
We saw at the meal. I can play the footage again if people like.
The reality is you're deflecting again from the scriptural arguments because you have none. So at this point, we're just going to continue to read his Kiwi Farm.
Okay, let's go ahead and find a tweet of him bragging about getting
John
drunk.
Michael Kelly himself was involved in during Gamergate. YouTuber DA Talk summarized them nicely. If there was ever any indication of how John Michael Kelly felt about his experiences in Gamergate, this article encapsulates it.
Oh,
Even
man.
before Gamergate met its demise, Kelly began remolding his persona.
They're actually using
For
Deed as a
outsiders,
source.
Kelly's expertise on Gamergate gave him the zeal to take on anyone in debates, most notably Sargon of Akkad himself. Here's Sargon versus John. As Sargon just dunks, are we going to play this now? Why is his avatar a fox smoking a cigarette?
I don't know. Go ask Johnny Fox that. That's not me.
I imagine they're all probably having a circle jerk right now, and after this is done, I might go join.
All right. Let's see.
You're poisoning the well, Johnny. Stop it, Johnny. You're poisoning the well.
Why is his avatar a fox smoking a cigarette?
I don't know. Ask Johnny Fox that. That's not me.
You're a furry, John.
Okay, at this point, it's very clear he's not even going to show. He's going to call me this guy. I'm not going to play this game where I spend my entire night going ahead and, like, debating this guy forever. So we're just going to tune this out, because we're not going to do that forever. Anyway. Okay. So what did we learn tonight, guys? What we learned tonight is that Ashton does really care about, you know, this, like, I don't know what he cares. I don't even know what he cares about. I don't get it. I don't know what his thing is. Like, he seems to be very upset whenever you call him out for his lack of morals and his lack of scruples on anything. We call him out his bad values as a Christian that are not even things that are even Catholic versus Protestant stuff or Church of Christ, which is just Protestantism, just a different vein of Protestantism at the end of the day. And the thing is, yeah, PPP did run. I said he could come on stream with me, but it's like, at what point do I just have to keep on going between these two streams over and over again? And if he wants to say that I'm Johnny Fox now, okay, great. That just shows you his credibility. Like, here's the thing. I'll fully admit that my arguments trying to defend Catholicism were not like the most on-point, theologically, scripturally based sound arguments that there was. But it's very clear to me that he had some very serious, very strong objections, and he wanted to go ahead and debate me and challenge me on them. Why couldn't this guy just be a man, and let's set up some kind of a live stream format, and then we could do this I don't care about the level of respect or decorum. Like, he could even invite me on my show, and he could go ahead and debate me to them one-on-one, instead of having this into the stream stuff, hold a mirror up to a mirror. It's so ridiculous. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say Ashton lost this one solidly. He spends days and days and days seething about this, and he can't possibly just meet the other person on an even footing. He has to do this across multiple streams with this stupid autistic nonsense. Even Surfer called him out for that multiple times. Why can't he just come on here? Or why can't I go on his show and he can moderate? I'm fine with Ashton moderating the debate. I am perfectly okay with that, because if Ashton snakes on me, then it just shows that he lost by default. And the same would go for me, frankly. If he wants to go ahead and get a big dunk on me, then he could go ahead and say, oh no, JMK messed with my microphone, so he lost. That's what Godwinson did, and then everyone just ate that shit up, even though you could clearly still hear Godwinson, by the way. But if that's the standard Ashton wants to live by, then Ashton could just prove the point by coming on here. I don't get why he can't come on stream and just hash this out. And then we can go ahead and subdivide into issues, because, yeah, there was a little bit of mixing of the issues if you want to go ahead and like, look at this objectively. That's fine. We can divide into, like, the Joshua Moon segment, the Christianity segment, PPP's moral behavior segment, John Michael Kelly's lack of morals or whatever, John Michael Kelly, weird allegations of John Michael Kelly being a furry, incestuous pedophile. We can go the whole gambit for the whole 6 hours of it. But this is not going to be a way to, like, go on a debate. And I did it as long as I could, but, like, when you get down to it, yeah, it's not the way to do it. Some people are saying I ran, other people are agreeing with me. It seems to be different back and forth. Honestly, here's the thing, guys. I'm not interested in keeping a scorecard over who won which debates and who won which arguments. I'm here for the entertainment. I'm here to get the truth out. More so the latter than the former, in all honesty. And I'm not interested in, like, you know, who has a bigger dick on the internet. That's entirely besides the point, because the reality is none of this shit matters. And the thing is, if Ashton really believed that none of this shit matters, he wouldn't be ranting and screaming and seething and gnashing his teeth on stream all day about me, on and on again. Like, holy shit. You know, I might have to go to confession because of this, because, like, honestly, this is not a good way or productive way to discuss Christianity. A better way would be for both people to come forward, put forth the best arguments, take some time to prepare it, not try to get the dunks on whatever, and have it on equal footing. So yeah, like, that's how it is at the end of the day. Like, Ashton is obsessed with getting clout, popularity, numbers, acceptance, validation on the internet. That's what it's always been about. So yeah. All right, so what else do we have to do? What else can we say tonight? I wanted to do a more prepared stream on this, but I didn't expect PPP to just go ahead and spurg out and just make up. There, I did it again. I did the Canadian out way instead of saying out like a normal human being. I wanted to do a stream on PPP's response to me, go over how he's being a hypocrite, going on how he's crying about me saying we'll bully him into suicide. Like, if he feels really threatened and intimidated by that, just flag the video down. I don't give a shit. And honestly, when you get down to it, PPP has no qualms with Joshua Connor Maroon promoting suicide, absolving all the Kiwis of their pushing people to suicide. So apparently, if Father Josh doesn't subscribe to this notion, then neither should his capo. So yeah, end of the day, Ashton is a complete total spurg and a retard. Maybe you can call me that too. I really don't care. But the thing is, Ashton thinks he's some kind of a man. He's just a man-child, selling water filters and, like, preaching nonsense to people in order to collect donations from them for people who buy the water filters which don't work. The classic grifting scheme. And then we'll just go on the internet with his big, fat, 400-pound gut and just be like, I'm better than everyone else, and say he's the hottest property on the sphere right now. All right. So, actually, let me put PPP in the background. Let me put PPP here, because it's kind of funny seeing his reactions. Maybe I'll talk a bit more. I was planning on putting on some people, but they don't seem to... There doesn't seem to be anyone that wants to go on. Let's see. There's his facial... There's his facial expressions. He's, like, freaking out, getting upset. PPP is Alex Jones. Alex Jones is more entertaining. Far more entertaining. John... Where will Ashton Parks be in 1 year? Probably dead. Because or just he'll fuck off and do something else once he realizes that people can just ignore him and he goes away. Like, that's why he's not getting any traction with Nick Fuentes, by the way. Because Nick Fuentes is just doing the right thing, ignoring him and being successful with his show. Because regardless of what you think about him, and I disagree with Nicholas Fuentes on almost everything, but the truth is, he's smart. The kid knows what he's doing. That's why he's able to have a stable audience. It's why he's not doing what this guy's doing, just waving his arms around in the background while having his boyfriend in the background holding a plate, licking his fingers. So yeah. That's all I really have to say tonight. Enjoy the dancing fat man for your entertainment, I guess. Oh, this is on Top Shot. Oh, I feel that might be a bigger sin, guys. Like, having the Top Shot instead of the live chat, yeah, that was not a good move. Okay, much better. I'll just scroll through this just in case anyone wants to get their chat seen on screen for the record. Because I'll let the chat say whatever they want most of the time. I don't really have an issue with banning people. I might start to ban more people in the future. I don't really know. Ashton can get away with it, so can I. But you know what? I actually like the idea of chat being its own bastion of chaos where anyone can say whatever they want, wherever they want. Debate Phantom JMK? Nah, don't think so. Like, there he goes again. Like, seriously. Ashton, one other thing. Get yourself some OBS. It is not beneath you. Humble yourself. Actually follow Christian humility and recognize that putting in the work, hard work for your effort, something you Protestants get, the Protestant work effort, to go ahead and run OBS yourself. Maybe take that money you're making, grifting people with water filters, and spend it on a second monitor. So you can have like one screen over here showing the OBS and one screen over here, nice and neat, showing the content, like I do. It's very easy. Let's see. Is Surfer feeding him? Well, objectively speaking, yes. Yes, that is correct. PPP sweeping up the chat? Yeah, PPP keeps on banning people from his chat. What do you expect? Spectre says, I like how John is watching not on his account, so you can't see him seethe. What? What is this about? Spectre, you need to do something better with yourself. Oh, man. Can someone get me a gif of of Ashton just waving his arms about? I'll just have that up on the preview of my stream forever. It'd be even better than the gif of Godwinson flailing his arms about. All right, I hope you all found this entertaining. I don't think it was very informative, unfortunately. I do regret that we couldn't have a worthwhile discussion on Christianity. I really do regret that, because the one reason I haven't. People have been asking me more and more about this lately, because I've been ripping into PPP for it, so I guess that's fair. There should be better discussion on this, because I don't want this to just be, even with someone like Ashton, I don't want it to be just this dick measuring contest back and forth. Look, he's doing it. It's like a monkey. He keeps on waving his arms about. And no, I'm not going a Phantom Organization shell. Fuck that shit. Phantom Organization doesn't want or care for any of this shit. He's just in it to get clout. So yeah. All right. That's going to seal up for tonight. I don't have all night to be talking about this shit. I got other shit to do. The atheist in the chat says JMK ran away, had no biblical arguments. You don't even believe in the Bible. Nobody cares for your opinion. Even Ashton would tell you that and tell you to get lost. All right. John, just read your chat. Yeah, sure, I guess. One other thing. I will check out Ashton's cow thread. I'll sift through it and see which is accurate, see what's not, because that should be funny. Let's see. PPP denied original sin. PPP isn't Christian. Correct. All right. Oof, he isn't wrong. Not sure what you mean by that. JMK scared. What do I have to be scared of? I'm just tired of debating this, and I want to go to bed at this point. I can't be up all night doing this shit. Let's talk to a gay furry about locales online. Yeah, no. Excellent point. John, don't run. If you miss me so much, I'll be back again, maybe even tomorrow night. Who knows? To be fair, John, your God is my master's mortal enemy, but I still like you. That sounded ominous, but okay. All right. That's it for tonight, folks. Gonna end this now. You all have a good night.